No!
I said it.
You're speaking in
Dude.
verb language. Jesus.
Ha ha ha. We like to have fun here.
I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry. Alright, I'll give us a short recap. Myself. Yeah, it's about time I do it, I guess.
You know what? I think Mo5 should do it.
I'm if I do not too long ago, I think.
Okay.
Since they were the driving force of that entire
That's true. We'll see what
fight.
Mo5 remembers about their semi
Well, I guess it's about time I pop off again.
So in this session, Loopy Loopy Loop appeared.
Loop-de-loop.
The floor is
He's
yours,
stretching.
Mo5. He's
Well,
stretching.
am I giving the recap now?
He's doing jumping jacks.
Yeah. I don't,
Okay.
Everyone else will show up if they show up, I guess.
Yeah. Last week, there was quite the confrontation between Kira and her brother. Her brother just killed two elves, cutting their antlers off, giving them to, or I guess tossing them onto the side. As a battle began, as Kira threw a fireball, only for it to fizzle off because of an unknown secondary force, aka Leah. The battle progressed as the brother said that he would not do anything as of the moment, and gave Kira even a fair bit of warning of don't get caught. As the ship was then assaulted by a group of high elves looking to capture Kira.
What else? Correction, just to make sure.
Excuse me, wood elves. Our group were able to fend off against said wood elves. Kira even managed to attain 3 pairs of a wood elf antlers to sell in a nearby town. There they also ran into Alfonso and Dixer, the voice of the Senate, who happened to be viewing all of this with the help of his door-opening guards.
That's what they are.
Opening, not closing.
Yeah, there. As soon as we bumped into Alfonso, I think that's kind of how the session ended.
Yep. There were a few cool moments in that fight, but I don't think we necessarily need to go into them for the recap. So yeah, we'll kind of start here where Alfonso has basically told you all to relax, let everyone else handle the things outside, and has basically went and got his guard to ensure that they'll still be cooking and bringing the drinks to you. Starting here, you kind of hear Alfonso kind of stands up. He's now taking his hood off, because there's not really anything to hide from at this point. And he kind of almost like brushes his clothing off as if he was the one who was just fighting and has kind of got debris on his shirt. But he wipes it off. If you won't pardon me, I need to go out and help with the morale of the men. That's the
Goof.
least I can do. As he kind of steps out. He steps out, and the guard over here, of course, follows. And the one up top naturally steps out.
As soon as they're out, Kira just kind of slumps against the wall. Thanks, guys.
Alright, what the fuck? Alright, Kira, what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Do you remember those times when it was just me and you and we talk about our home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really welcome back at my home. Or most places with wood elves. They don't really like me.
Can I ask exactly what you did for them to wanna,
Well,
do that?
short story. They burned down a really big tree that they really liked.
Javor's laughing to himself.
Audens, you would... This is not my surprise. This is a world late news 7 years ago. The World Tree of Fate, Nim and Dorotheus, was burned down. For the most part, it was just mysteriously. No one really knows what happened. but that was like a really big important tree that burned down the last decade.
What did you do on purpose?
Do you also remember how looking for some people
Yeah.
to ensure this never happens again? I was wrong, Dawkins. And I'm looking to make things right. And it seems like these two idiots, as I point towards the fire-loving elves that were killed by Kira's brother, were my only lead, but I guess if I did get something from this, he's still alive.
Well, maybe we could hold a seance later and ask them some questions.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, Hawkins.
Do you know their names? Well, we know what they look like, so...
You know their names. They both.
I do know their names.
Alright, well,
Salgrim and Admirt.
let's do that in the evening, or whatever. You get some free time.
I would not.
Um,
I'd appreciate that, Hawkins.
check their wallets if they've got any things in there, you know.
I already have something of immense value as I wave the antlers. But sure, let's check them out. As I'm gonna rummage through the bodies.
Maybe they got some information or
Yeah,
something.
you looked at them last time, and all they had were both of them had the like the holy book of the Bringer of Flames, which you've seen before when you fought your mirror version in the Bramble, and you've seen it before too. So you basically have a real copy of it now. And it just goes over the preachings, and then you also see the kind of the symbol of like a hammer and a forge, a symbol you imagine probably relates to Herodotus, as you kind of remember that ding, ding, whenever you see it. Otherwise, they have a little bit of product change. Each of them has what you see to be, I mean, one of them has about 20 copper doctrines. The other one has about 50. They don't have a lot of they don't have a lot of real money, but there's 70 copper doctrines on them.
Those two were liquid.
I take the 70 copper Dawkins.
As
So I assume... Oh, yeah.
otherwise, they don't really have much. They have their basic like short swords, weapons.
They have some weapons, Hawkins, if you want them.
No, I got my trusty hammer.
Yeah. Go on.
So is it these people, these fellow people that I assume misled you or framed you?
Well, when you're young and ambitious, you're willing to do anything. And unfortunately, I was a little too young and a little too ambitious.
I think we've all gone through that. How old were you, like 20? 15?
I was... It's an elf year, maybe like 70, 80, maybe even...
Oh, yeah, it was 7 years ago, and right now I think you're 78, maybe 74. You might be 74.
Yeah.
So you're in your 60s.
How old is
Yeah.
it?
Sure.
I'll say I was 6. I was such a young 63.
You are pretty young for an elf.
Oh, all right. Well, if these people are going to chase you, we got your back. But is your brother? So your brother is the? I assume the elf like police.
No, for the longest time I thought he was actually dead. But he's still very much alive. And I suppose he's out to get me.
And you want him dead?
Honestly, I would love to be able to just talk it out, but every time I see him, I'm just filled with this immense sense of dread.
Yeah, you didn't seem that excited to talk it out when you were about to throw that fireball.
I've had a little too many life and death situations. I think instincts kicked in, and all I wanted to do was just survive until I got my revenge.
All right.
So, I'd
Well,
love
I
to.
guess- yeah.
not fight anymore, but for the time being. Fireball is was my go-to solution. So
Yeah, well, it was boots made of wood.
And it
listen, I
wouldn't-
wasn't paying. Listen, I wasn't really focused on
Yeah,
that
it's
moment.
made of. I mean, yeah, it's made of wood. So. It wouldn't
Well then,
work.
thank you, Leah, or excuse me. Well, thank you to whoever fizzled out my fireball. Unless that was my brother.
Sure, Leah
One of the
probably
most
would at this
beautiful women
point.
I have ever seen.
Leah probably at this point would have just like informed that was her. I doubt knowing how Leah replaced them. I'm pretty sure you would know by now.
Oh
At least
god,
that's-
died with me. Oh wow, cool.
Alright, well, at least if that ever happens again, hopefully we could. Yeah, I'm sure if you say you made a mistake, did you want to do it? Are you happy that you broke down this tree? Is that like a thing you're proud of?
No, I'm not
Phew.
part of that at all.
Alright, I know you were a bit twisted, but I didn't think you'd be that twisted.
No, believe it or not, I was just normal. But
Nah,
everything changed
no way.
when the world tree burned down, all because of Saul. And I will find him. And
Who?
I will gouge his eyes out.
So who?
Oh, Saul.
So who? Is
Yeah.
that those two's boss or something?
Yeah, he's the leader of this, as I'm wielding that book of flames that has all their teachings.
What are they known as? They've got a name? Maybe they got a branch in Silverin.
I don't think this is a really publicly known group. After all, they're looking to bring the world to an end in fire.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not, but
It's not good at all.
we are going to be chased by elves. I figure you should know that by now.
It's
I
good
didn't
to
think
know
they'd
after
work
we got
this
chased by
fast.
elves.
I didn't think they'd work this fast. I've been on the run for the past 6-7 years, and now they're starting to suddenly show up. So, might be about time to go back into hiding.
That might be a good idea. Yeah, we could reach that hurdle when we get there. Let's get the kid to safety, and then we can decide what we want to do. Maybe
Sure.
maybe it's might be a good shot to just run, get out of here, get out of Kadoih. But we'll see.
The elemental planes are still there. Are still calling for us.
Listen, what element is it?
Excuse me.
What element is it?
There's just no. It's the elemental isles. They're just
What does
there.
it mean?
I heard they have wonderful beaches.
I don't know. Sounds cold. Sounds like there's a lot of rain. I don't do good with rain. Where the fuck is this food?
As you say that, and you kind of, everyone goes quiet. You hear on the outside, you hear a bunch of cheering through the door behind you. Then this entire time you guys talking, you hear like Alfonso speaking very loudly outside, but muffled where you weren't really paying attention. But you hear people cheering and things like that, and you can obviously tell he as the premier councilman is obviously doing his typical work.
Yeah. I went there. Kira, I'm thinking of telling Alfonso a little bit of what's been going on. If we prize.
I don't trust him at all, but if you think that's a good...
I don't trust him either. But I also don't trust myself to get past him. I don't think we can
Fair.
lie in this kind of situation. I think
Alfonso's a good
honesty
man.
is the best.
See Yvonne in the
He's been
corner
good
kind
to
of like
me.
raise her hand. Alfonso,
I almost like reactively just told her to shut up, but I know he wouldn't. I knew Wes wouldn't like that, so I kept it to myself.
I reactively tell her to shut up.
would Edgermore do that?
No.
Okay.
You're
He's,
right, Vanna. He is a nice man. He's been good to us. For sometimes the nice people you got to be the most worried about.
she like steps away from you. Almost if you got the smile on your face again.
you know.
I think it's probably for the best you do tell him.
You know, not all everything, but you know, we'll see. You might honestly, we're going to Silver Inn. Who knows who we're going to run into, right? And you past colleagues, and they're going to have questions, so we may as well. I don't know, playing both sides might not be the wrong choice. Within reason, you know.
Within reasons.
Yeah. Even if it's just to get any suspicion out of our heads, out of our faces.
Yeah. God, I could really use that drink right about now.
Thirsty.
As you say that, and just about this time a little bit's passed, you see Afonso kind of comes back in.
You're not our food. Kira just kind of
Hello?
mutters
Wow.
to herself.
I'm rather glad I'm not your food.
Oh,
You've done something to rile up that many wood elves. I believe you'd be a ferocious person to be eaten by. So no thank you.
take that as a compliment.
Ah, yes. A few things to say. Thankfully, the morale of the men and the workers are, can't really say better than ever, but revived, if you will. However, as I'm sure you've also noticed, being out there commanding them, we've lost well over half the men. Just to death alone, and even more injured. That means we don't have many people to run this ship. Thankfully, we have enough to be able to manage. However, things probably won't be the same. Also, due to the fact that we have so many wounded and so many dead, we're going to start rushing towards Silfrin. The last thing we want is for more people to bleed to death on the ship, or for the dead to start becoming walkers to Perdita, where they will be unable to leave. So we need to land to allow them both peace. So please, well, he kind of looks around all of you. I'm sure none of you really mind hearing this. But please be prepared to reach Silfrin probably in about half the time you expected.
Oh,
We'll be there before
alright.
nightfall, I'm sure.
I won't complain. That sounds pretty good. Would have been nice to get a little bit shy, but what can you do?
Yes, I do agree. I had stayed up doing lots of things, not expecting to. Let's just say I was expecting a bit of a nice rest day.
Yeah. Well, I assume you weren't expected to do even more work at the dinner table. I assume you want to give us a little bit of a chat.
Oh, sure, sure. And as he says that, you hear the door open, and the guard pushes the door open. You see two women who you'd seen before kind of... You can see, like, their eyes are puffy, and they've also been crying and are still kind of shaking. But they come in with some drinks. And let me find this menu. I'm sure I sent it to you guys. I don't remember what the hell's on it, though.
I think it's in the text.
Yeah, it's in
channel.
the text. Let me see if I didn't remember what the heck you guys got. Probably not, but we'll see. She comes in and she hands out a few things. First thing she hands out is... Let's see if I remember. I don't know what you guys got.
I got the
Okay.
absinthe and the dragon.
You got the food. They only have their drinks right now. As they kind of come around.
Elven absinthe.
As they put it in front of you. They just, even though they're super teary-eyed and obviously super distraught right now, they don't even ask who had what. It's like they still remember. They're very clearly professionals. Kind of hand their things out. They hand Idrimor his drink. I remember Kira got her own and also got one of what I believe Idrimor got. Whatever they
I got jungle juice.
You got the jungle juice. Interesting.
I just told them to mix it all up.
I think that might be why Kira wanted one. Sure, you got that. They hand your drinks over to you, Kira, and they just hand the drinks all around, and they just silently leave. Well?
So how's work?
Oh, please. He puts his hand up, and he looks over to the guard there. Please remove the 2 bodies from the room. And get new sheets for the table. The guard kind of just nods, and he sees he just kind of very quickly dreads out the bodies, and picks up like the tablecloth. Everyone picks up the tablecloth. And everyone please pick up your drinks. Everyone picks up their drinks. He wraps up the tablecloth and leaves with it. As you see, they're doing some makeshift cleaning, so you don't have to have 10 bodies while you're having dinner.
Jeez.
Yes, yes. Ah, sorry, what was it you asked me? Did you say, how's work?
Yeah, how's work? As I said it.
Oh, well.
Seems you're busy.
Yeah, it's not hard on the muscles, but hard on the mind. In Port Crevice for, firstly, the war preparations, as Calvera is nearly on the front. We have to worry about the water, and he has to also... Calvera now has a lot more territory that I need to help check on. But I was also mostly there for, as I mentioned before we got attacked, the Somnium Hets. Perhaps I mentioned afterwards, I don't know.
Yeah,
But that is
that's some messy stuff.
Yeah, but the problem is it's spreading. That's the real issue. I heard about news from it in Maplewood, and some people are rumored to believe that Maplewood got destroyed because of it. The worst part is half the population believes it's a good thing, the other half do not. So it's a big driving factor of dispute that we have no control over because we do not understand it. So we're trying to understand it. And the worst part is it's starting to have negative effects. I'm sure you met the Fleet Master. He's just one of many. And he has
Did he survive, by the way? Is he alright?
the Fleet Master. I do not mean the one on the ship. I mean Fleet Master Oyo back at Port Crevice.
Oh, right.
He got his head turned into a fishbowl. But no, the captain and the armed captain of this fleet and the Cloud Duke were assassinated before the fight even started, I hear. Perhaps.
Oh, I thought the Fleet Master was on the ship.
Oyo is not, no. He's just the Fleet Master of the port.
Okay. I thought he was
So
here because he was showing around.
No, he goes around and he handles all the stuff on the port.
Oh, I see.
So, the 2 of them were assassinated, I suspect, perhaps by your brother over there. Because supposedly they were dead before the attack happened. I do not know. That's why you saw the chaos out there. But yeah, the Somnium Heads is a problem. It's spreading. It seems it's been spreading steadily, and now it's starting to rapidly spread. And that's having negative effects. Dreams are turning into bad things. People don't understand the risk. And the worst part is we don't know if it's a disease or necessarily a creature. Well, we know there's a creature involved. We know what it looks like. The problem is we don't know its motives. Perhaps it gets stronger with the more dreams it affects. Who knows what it's building up to. And the worst part is we have so many things on our plate. And it's hard to focus things, well, on surprise problems like that. So it's stressful.
I mean, for it to happen so close to, the Evil Order as well, it's not like on the other side of the Kadoih. It's kind of all around one specific kind of area.
I suppose maybe you've heard then about Fronazar's own land.
I saw your fun little presentation.
Oh yes, the war, of course. I would suspect that if you were here. That was a bit of a sour presentation. I don't know if you say that because you understand what's happening in Solitude's Escape, or if you just mean because it was in Maplewood.
What does he mean by Solitude's Escape?
That's the region, so each Night Lord's over region. That's the region of Fronazar Edwards. Basically, it's on the... It's like the little... the Florida-looking thing on Kadoih. That's connected...
Florida-looking thing.
The archipelago. That's connected directly to the Ava Mortar.
Armenian Peninsula.
And it's near... Peninsula thing, yeah. Basically, it's right there by the Dreamlands. And,
Ah,
well, I don't know if you've heard, but Solitude's escape is the worst area there is. Supposedly it started there. By the time it spread, we didn't realize how serious it was. And now they're on the front line of a war, and also in the front line of this epidemic. It's chaos down
yeah.
there.
Wish them the best.
Hmm.
So, is there any idea of why the evil warders decided to attack like that?
We're too serious right now. We'll get to that in a moment. He like rubs his eyes almost. I'd noticed you have a pet dog. I wanted to comment on him before our dinner was interrupted. He's very well behaved. I actually have one very similar, except mine's rowdy and hard to control. May I ask you what you do to make him so calm? Kind of points over to the Baron.
I think anyone who's smart, just knows how to take care of themselves. I mean, the Kira's the one that got him. I guess that's a question for Kira. Kira, how's it? How's the jackal?
I believe the Baron is just a naturally well-behaved jackal.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'd hoped you had some advice for mine. Mine is very rowdy. Nothing I do
Huh?
really pleases them. What's the name? Or hers?
The
You said-
Baron.
Oh, that's their actual name.
The Baron is their name, indeed.
We asked them what they wanted, and they like the Baron.
I see. Well, he kind of he kind of looks a little confused, but he's like, "Well, that is a very sophisticated and important sounding name.
Magic.
Magic. Perhaps I should take naming conventions after that. Sophisticated. Well, maybe we should ask mine what they want to be named. And maybe that's it. Maybe they don't like the name. As he kind of gets lost in thought, like mumbling about his dog. Maybe my dog doesn't like the name.
What's yours name?
It never hurts.
I named mine Tenzario. It's actually named kind of similar to yours, I guess, based on his behavior. As he, this is how you say the name, Tenzario.
What is
His
that?
behavior, I doesn't really have necessarily a meaning, but I wanted his name to feel like that of a demon or a devil, because of how he acts.
Oh.
It isn't very convenient to say, I don't suppose. I often just call him Tins.
Yeah, maybe you should actually speak to your companion and see what you might learn. You might learn a lot.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time they don't even want to name themselves, but they like to be asked. It's always nice to be asked,
Well, you're right. Maybe I should ask him what he likes. The problem is every time I speak to him, he tries to bite my hand.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah. No, he's useful, I guess. Entertaining. As he kind of sighs, you hear the door open again. The women come back in, and like the guards are still finishing up their cleaning. The women come back in, they put a new placemat down that's not the bloody fingers of your brother over there, the stains from two Hyos having their nets slit. They kind of reset the table somewhat. And they start handing out your meals. They hand out the red dragon tail, a lot of it too, and they kind of apologize. I'm sorry, but with the rocking of the ship and the explosions, we've lost some of our ingredients. We still have the red dragon tail, but some of the other meals are a little hit or miss right now. We still have some of the cabbages and the basilisk, but any other appetizers and most of the other drinks have kind of been lost. Sorry, but they just kind of put everything on the table like a big feast. If anything else, let us know. kind of when they're off, as instead of like handing
Thank
them
you
to you
very
individually,
much.
yeah, it's kind of just all on the table like a Thanksgiving feast almost, where you, or like just any feast where you can just grab what you want, pass stuff around, instead of individuals. Oh, good. I was getting hungry.
I was starving.
The Alfonso takes a sip of his drink, and takes a portion of the cabbage, and just takes a little. Almost like he takes a few scales off of one of the dried entails. Before we keep talking about myself, I'm curious. In truth, I'm not very well connected to the hidden chain, but I have been hearing rumors of Kronos being in the festives, more specifically, Mount Matrond.
No.
Perhaps that would explain why you're all coming from Port Crevice. Has the investigation been fruitful?
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, he's there. You've.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing. I'm assuming he kind of listens inquisitively. I'm assuming you haven't taken care of him, though, right? You found him and you're reporting back.
That's a long story.
It's very obvious he does not know that you're not part of the
Yeah.
hidden chain. I
Well,
see.
definitely, that's the main reason, one of the reasons I'm heading back. You know, so if we talk to the boss. But with all due respect, I prefer to talk to them before I start blabbing. Especially, not everyone here is. I'm just a private, you know, we're just privates. But most people here are just innocent citizens, right? But that's at least true. He's definitely there.
Interesting.
It's an ugly situation.
I see. Oh, well. I see that your other friends are no longer here. May I inquire about what's happened with them and who your new companions are? I see only you and Kira are the ones I recognize.
Yeah, this is Big Trouble. It's my friend Leah. And there's Wes.
I see.
Yeah. Well, that's Mr. Mundle, that's the kids, that's the Baron, and that's Tiny Blade. That's Vard over there. We got a lot of people here right now.
What happened to your other companions?
You know how it is.
Lost, I
Rest in
see.
peace.
You know the work.
He kind of starts eating again. Well, yeah, things happen, I suppose.
Yeah. It's ugly. Very ugly. I honestly don't know if I'm overstepping mouthful of dragon meat, but you stop me if you ever want me to stop. According, referring to your presentation, your alarm. The other
You mean-
week.
The decree for war, I see.
Yes, the decree. And the news about what happened. We were there.
See, he like turns to his eyes, like widen somewhat.
What kind of widen do you mean? Like he's interested or
At
like he's
least
afraid?
Not just interested,
Me-
not afraid.
Kira and Leah were there.
How so?
Yeah, we saw the whole thing.
And you survived.
By the skin of our teeth.
How'd you survive?
I was planning on explaining that to my boss. But it seems I may have infiltrated a certain, militia.
You see he's squinting at you, and he's... Why is it you're beating around the bush?
Because you never know who's listening.
Are you worried
And that's a
someone
kid
here?
over there. Wes and Iggy aren't really involved.
You,
The badgers aren't involved. So, please forgive me, but you know how it is.
you see he kind of like, after you say that, he kind of looks around and you can kind of see, you can recognize in his eyes the realization of, like, actually who's here. He's so used to business, business, business. He just didn't even think twice about there being children here and what that might mean. He's like, I apologize. I'm too involved in my work, I suppose. Kind of like, whenever the guards come back in, he kind of raises his hand to them. And you can tell he's about to... It's not hard to realize what he's doing. The two of you, will you please protect these children? Keep them from seeing too much of what's happened. Entertain them or something in one of the other rooms. As he kind of looks at, I'm sure some of you would probably, at least West would be a little more on edge. And he kind of explains, they'll be in the room next door. They will not have to go far to try and ease the minds of whoever. Do any of you stop? Disagree with him taking all the kids out of here? Miss Wendell's obviously going to go too. Well, she's wounded.
Weston, why don't you make sure the kids are listening to the guards? After all, you wouldn't want to be separated from Vana, would you?
You see, like, flashes a gun at you. Free or foe. And nods.
Oh, that's totally what he would say. Holy shit.
Wait, what did he say? Sorry, he said free or foe?
He has his catchphrase, free or foe.
I'm just...
Oh shit, I got chills.
Yeah, Kira just goes, whoa.
35 feet in the air.
Yeah, you see they all kind
Technically-
of usher the kids
okay.
out. They take their food with them as well.
I
The
just look
Baron-
for Hawkins.
Baron goes with them as well and just kind of looks back at you for going in.
I wouldn't want to involve a good man in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see they all kind of go off.
You two, don't hide behind me.
I'm glad you noticed that because I was trying to... It's funny. You see him...
I'm giving him a little bit of alcohol.
She's running off.
Alright,
You see one guard does step back in though.
I guess, would you like me to speak plainly then?
Give me just a moment. Does the team needs to use the restroom?
Alfonso goes to the corner.
Let me
Shut
use
the
this
corner.
plant over here.
Crawls under the table.
Sorry if I'm ruining anyone's plans, but I think this would be funny.
What happened?
I don't think you should be
Why-
staring at him
BRB'd?
taking a piss.
What's up, Peeves?
What happened when I BRB'd?
How long were you on? Oh,
4 minutes.
I told Alfonso about that we saw the explosion, we saw the Night Lords die.
What?
Oh, we're gonna die!
Dude, we're gonna be. I'm thinking double spies.
Double agents?
Fuck
Oh.
everything up, then get out of here. And escape Kadoih.
Oh my god, are we actually gonna be going to the Elemental Isles?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see. How
maybe.
far do we have to go?
Yeah, I'm
You think this
thinking of
map
just
loops.
kind of lore dumping on Alfonso.
Hello, I'm back.
Probably not a bad idea to lure dump to Alfonso, if anything.
Oh god.
Fondy, does the Orbitus map like loop like a globe would? Like if we went
to be fair,
northeast or northwest, would we show up at the Elemental Isles?
yeah. To be fair, I didn't really make it with like thinking about that, but I mean, fucking Orbitus is a ring planet with 2 rings around it. It's not flat. It's definitely a globe.
So
Unless it's just a plane. It's a big square.
it's
I just
actually
have
a
was
big
illusion.
donut.
No, it's definitely a globe, but just keep in mind I didn't really make the map with that in mind, so I don't know what kind of complications. I mean, I don't really care. Yeah, if you go one way, you don't get to the other. But you know how a globe works, they're fucking weird.
So we could go to the Elemental Isles.
You go anywhere. Even if it wasn't a globe, you could get there. Alright, you see, he kind of looks at you and like eats one of the scallops. The floor is yours.
Oh, so just to say, as while we do, we are extremely outranked by your Mr. Knight over there. It's okay if I, just say what we saw.
Yeah, he looks over.
Is this information
That-
he's privy to?
He is ultimately a Hermes Knight, but more so he's loyal to myself. So his ears are my ears, and vice versa. You need not to worry about him being more
Alright,
loyal
even
to
more
his
didn't
wife.
have nothing to do with it.
Yes, it seems you weren't kidding when you said you were there. That is, in fact, the truth. They have more to
It's more than the
than all that
truth, it's a
part.
goddamn fact.
Yes.
And I'm aware of
I
what
suppose.
Pitt did. And our friend Ambrose.
You know that as well. You know what they're
Yes, we
doing
were
now.
there. Not really. I know he tried and failed miserably to do a rebellion.
Well, he looks at you. I don't know what you mean by that, because in fact the rebellion is going strong. Perhaps they
Oh.
had some mess-ups with the initial. He looks at you, I mean, you seem surprised. What did you think happened?
I thought he was completely failed and everyone tried to kill him.
Oh. He kind of... He almost like cracks a smile as if it's... humor... No, it's not actually humorous, but just kind of to be lighthearted about it. Oh, you mean that? Yes, that did happen. And then the war games turned on him and tried to kill him, because I've heard that he tried to show the head of
Yeah.
Villar. And naturally,
What an idiot.
naturally, they all turned against him. But the problem is, they were in his territory. They had nowhere to escape because they had to go through Patera's territory. They were ambushed. So basically, the best they could do was run them out of. What city was it? I think it was Fundura, maybe. Run them out of Fundura. The problem is Fundura is also on the border of another nation. So there's a lot of issues there. They had nowhere to go. So they became a holdout of a siege, and it wasn't too long ago that their defenses were broken. We couldn't get to them. We didn't have the resources to either.
Yeah, well, if they can plant their feet, they're pretty protected. They got a whole mountain range.
They did. Well, the rebellion does. It's hard to get through in the rebellion. Out of the 2 people to revolt, they have the best defensive region. Not to mention Batura has the entire ocean to her control now.
Yeah, she's got the navy, yeah.
So that is a
It's an
problem.
ugly situation. Which is
Currently-
why I'm confused and why you would force yourself on a double-pronged attack on 2 sides.
Well, now I feel like my hand is being forced. You know a lot.
Hey, you don't need to say anything if you don't want.
Well,
I'm just
I've
telling you what we
always...
know.
Well, I've always rather liked your group, so perhaps I shall. From time to time, I think of... what was it? The oddities? Is that what you called yourselves? At the event
Yeah, that's
that
what
day?
they called us, at least.
I'm sure you remember. I remember watching Mikhail Edwards. He was very brash with his attempt if you remember it. But what he tried was a step in the right
Oh, the
direction.
kid. No, he's a good guy.
Yes. I'm sure you remember the things I said when I was sparing you from being slaughtered there. I doubt they felt good. But that is the only way to convince the mass of Kadoih to spare non-humans. Also, afterwards I offered you that job with the hidden chain, because a vision in my mind was starting to come to fruition with what I saw that day. He kind of smiles. Now, I'm sure this is not a surprise, but anything you hear from me from this point onwards is to not be casually spoken about, for both of our states.
Of course.
Do you understand? He looks around all of you.
No,
Do you all
I assume
understand?
you
Ooh.
come the same from us. Anything we say to you, it's...
Kira nods.
Alright. He kind of smiles at you, Hawkins. I do hear you, and I will keep your secrets. But I'm sure you
We
understand.
will likely say them again to our bosses when we finally get to Sulfur anyway. But, you know, just... Who knows, it will all change.
Well. Kind of picks up his drink and takes a swig again. I've been a senator for many years. During the Crimson Riot, when our nation was nearly shattered by a lack of trust for the people, I was a major player in regaining their trust. From then on, I became a senator for the people. The problem is, my ideals do not align with the majority of the populace. I do not enjoy being part of a nation built upon the sufferings of others. Naturally, I will protect humans. They are my own people. But I do not believe other races deserve the treatment we give to them. The mass slavery and racism will become the cracks that shatter us again. I helped save us once, but that was patchwork. And the patchwork's starting to come undone. The majority of those in charge aren't much better. They're also blinded by tradition. After all, we were all raised to dislike those different than ourselves. And I'm sure you all know that the blind cannot lead the blind. He kind of shrugs. I'm overcomplicating it. You understand. During those games, I thought up a wild idea. An idea to start breaking those deep conventions of Kadoih. It's simple, really. Kind of lets out a bit smile towards mostly you, Kira, and you, Hawkins. Give non-humans a chance to break the illusion that they are lesser beings. If one day it is announced across Kadoih that Kronos the Shamed was captured by a group consisting of mainly non-humans, what then? Could the people refuse it? That wouldn't be enough, but it would start to put the dirt in the cracks to destroy us. Do you understand what I mean by that?
I think that's a long shot.
Well, perhaps. But the thing is, it's not meant to fit it right away. But if the two of you, or the oddities back then, were the ones to capture Kronos the Shamed, the biggest traitor in all of Kadoih, the people could not refuse it. They may try to, but it would start planting the seed of doubt. His eyes tend to seem mournful. He kind of continues on. It's not your responsibility to care about a nation that has rejected you. You have no obligation to mend it. I understand fully if you wish to forsake this nation and its people. But you can find forgiveness in this land that I love. I have ideas of how we can begin to mend it. The wall is high. I am one of the few who see it this way. The loss of Fronazar was devastating in this front. The opposed side is currently using this war to try and crush his son and Solitude's escape. They're trying to crush the remaining forces that try to oppose slavery and racism. We've lost our heroes. We've lost our way. We've all started to become blind. But, he raises a hand, but there's still a small glimpse of light to chase after. Perhaps this is wild of me, but you'll have my full support and the help of the government. You'll have whatever you need. He kind of looks with longing eyes almost, as if he's saying something insane. I asked you once, are you interested in becoming what Kadoih needs desperately? Are you interested in becoming Kadoih's heroes? And stopping all this madness?
I don't know how many times I'm going to say this to different people, but there are no heroes, only villains and innocents. I think I don't trust any human to take care of me and my people. The only people that can take care of my people are my people. And right now they don't want to help themselves. So it's left to me. And I don't got no resources. I don't know what to tell you. I kind of hate Kadoih. I kind of like you. But I also think someone like Kronos can't be allowed to do what he's doing.
Do you think?
Don't know. I haven't decided.
Do you think I'm still asking you to capture Kronos?
I don't know. I
not.
think you're. Oh, yeah. Of course you're not.
Partially that could be the
What do you-
case, but
What
when I
do you
said
want me
that,
to do? Us to do.
well, that first day during Alfonso's, well, he says Alfonso, but that's what it's called, during my test at the Colosseum, I got the vision that I once had long ago of correcting this nation by seeing all of you go out there and fight. I saw what you did today, how you've grown and how you lead the people. You know all of you aren't humans, but you stepped out there on that deck. And all the humans on the ship rallied under you. They didn't look at you and say, these are non-humans, we can't trust them. They looked at all of you like a beacon of hope. I stepped out there a little bit ago and they only had praise for all of you. That was proof to me that it's possible to start putting dirt in the cracks that are shattering us. It's possible to mend these things. I don't want you to go off and fight Kronos. You could. That is one thing that could help. But Kronos is just a wild card right now. There are currently 5 main groups at play in Kadoih. Those who are looking to reform this nation, including myself. The traditionalists, which are trying to destroy us. The rebellion of Petura and Ambros. The other nations involved in this war may become involved, and then the wild cards such as Kronos. The biggest enemy there is the traditionalist. You asked earlier why we declared the war like this. I didn't. They did. You see, they didn't trust the Night Lords. They don't trust... Well, they didn't trust Fronazar. You should have heard it. When they finally heard that Alexis and Fronazar and Ermina, all the Night Lords that stood for good and potentially would oppose them, they rejoiced. And now they're pushing that on to destroy the region that has any less or any more hope. I've got to do something. And you say you want to fight for your people? I want to fight for mine. You don't have resources, Hawkins? I have the resources. The thing is, if we can save this nation, you may not believe in heroes, but Kadoih does. And if you become a hero, I don't think it'd be hard to find the resources to save your people. What I want is not for you to kill Kronos. What I want is for you to become the light in this nation. I saw you command those troops. I have a basic idea. Your group showed that prowess. Obviously, there's a large-scale war going on. If there was to be a general or a group who distinguished themselves in this war, the people would naturally look to them like a hero. Now what if that hero, or those heroes, were not human? What if those heroes that weren't human were directly endorsed by the voice of Kadoih? What do you think would start happening? You have any idea?
Honestly, I think that'd be a riot.
There already is a riot. We already have a civil war going on. They can't afford to riot again. They'll have to pick a side. Who they go for? The marauders in the west, killing everyone in Kadoih. The war on the east. The madman Kronos. Will they finally bite their tongues and be willing to accept another light that isn't human? I don't think the people are that suicidal, do you?
You'd be surprised. I've seen some fucking idiots in this town, in this whole country.
You're right about that. Well, I can't force you. There's an option here for that. Ideally, if you did go out to the front and we end the war, all the reformists would flock underneath us. And then the doubts and the traditionalists would start to grow. They'd start to doubt their roots. This isn't a simple matter that can be explained in this one meeting. But this is the initial idea. Once again, as I said when I started this, I won't blame you for forsaking this land. But it might be a good opportunity for you. For all of you.
I was gonna give Kara a look and see what she's like, nodding her head, shaking her head, twisting
I
her
think
head.
if there's a face that Kira's making, it's just more of like a scowl,
Twisted.
like I don't know, like the gall this guy has to like. I mean, I understand he has like some like oh, I want something to do better, but you know, what's done is done, and Kira has not experienced the best side of Kadoih, that's for sure. Kira does not like this guy.
That's fair. Hawkins quite likes him.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting Kira doesn't like him when he's literally the forefront of trying to change a nation to where it accepts people like you guys.
I think Kira sees it another way where it's like he's trying, but obviously, he's just not trying enough.
Oh, that's what he's doing right here. That's what this whole meeting is. He's saying
Yeah,
he's out of time.
yeah.
He has to do something now.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. It just seems like what's done is too late. I don't know. Like I understand Kira understands that he has good intentions, that he's trying to recruit us to like be the forefront, as what he saw was like we were being like good leaders, quote quote. But to Kira, there's just like another view of like someone using like us to just someone using us again.
Oh, yes. It's always that you're not wrong in thinking that this is very clearly somebody using you. But that's how almost always is. At the very least, on
Yeah.
that front, he has offered you the entire support of the government, which is not, it's not a light thing to
Yeah,
reject.
for sure. But it's just Kira is so untrustworthy of like, especially of government officials, of being used constantly. That don't get me wrong, there was definitely a tinge of like, oh wow, maybe.
Mm,
But
mm.
then Kira just remembers like the flashbacks, and it's just like, but quite honestly,
Flashbacks.
like, I mean, Kira's just looking at Hawkins to see what Hawkins is going. Kira would like to believe that Hawkins has the best intentions. So if Hawkins goes with this,
If only
there's
you knew.
definitely a chance.
Yeah.
I will not
I
force
think
you
we
to
can-
answer at the moment if you not wish. He lets all of you kind of looking at one another. But you were speaking.
I do
I'm
think
sorry.
we can all agree that we are very sympathetic to your cause. I think if the way you see the country, if the country becomes like that, then all of Orbis would be a better place. But with how things have gone, I don't think we would even be able to take part in this war, or at least take part in a very public sense in the war.
Why not?
We've been predisposed. Kronos found us and he enslaved us for a while.
Are you enslaved right now? He looks at you
No.
confused. And that means what? You're free?
It means he trusts us.
Then
At
we
least
use
enough
it.
to let us off the leash.
He looks at you, and then we keep it vague enough to where it seems you are using us to benefit them. We leak
We
information.
could do that.
The thing is, the goal is we'd stop the war. But there are plenty of traditionalists with forces out there that we need to get rid of. If Kronos needs information to attack people, or whatever his plans are, I do not know. I'm not trying to
It's
say I'm
weird.
prepared to do nothing.
Because I feel like, I know this is a cliche, but in a different world, you and Kronos could honestly be friends.
you see he actually grins at that. Oh well. We were friends at once, I guess. But things change.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, it's weird, but it's just... I don't know his plans, and I don't know what he wants, but on surface level, it seems actually quite similar to you.
He looks at you. Well, since you don't know what it is, I can't ask, but if we work together, it turns out his ideals are similar. If he wants to reform Kadoih. I do not hate the man. In fact, he kind of looks at you. Well. He kind of looks at you like he's thinking if he should tell you something or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even wholly convinced he did it.
He kind of smiles. Huh, well. That might be true.
I know he's at least insane. Or, he's mad. Mad enough to try and start a revolution.
No, that makes him one and the same. I can't verify he did it either. It might be another ploy of the traditionalist. They keep trying to find ways to crush any form of changing this nation. They've been doing a good job of it as well.
Yeah, I don't know. It's honestly, we're between a rock and a hard place right now.
I fear you may have to decide to pick a side eventually. You see he kind of smiles. Well, once again, I can't force you, but maybe to incentivize you again. So he pulls out like a small box. In this box, you see a box. You've seen this a box like this before. You gave you guys one the first time you met. They held blossom badges in there. Inside this box is the 7th type of blossom badge. I've created it myself. No one has them yet. It is to be announced as a badge for essential people to the nation in memory of Alexis Villar. These will become a symbol of those who perform exceptional acts, if you will. perhaps even a hero's badge, if you must. These badges don't represent a certain position or title like mine does, but it represents the eternal gratitude of the nation itself. Arguably, these are the best badges you could have. They will be announced soon. The 5 of you could be the first ones to have them, if you take part.
Oh, we're gonna be in so much trouble. Yeah. Blossom badges, they were useful.
When you say that, he's like, "Do you not?" He looks at you and confused. Do you not have your other ones?
Listen, when we were predisposed, right? We had the necks on and we got robbed. we were coloured. Yeah, I don't,
his mouth
I know.
opens in a grin. He's like, "Ah,
I know. Yes, I know.
You
please
guys-
don't say- We've had a really hard few weeks.
you guys have had it rough."
Yes.
If I can see why you're questioning doing this, it's probably hard for you to trust me, then, isn't it? You've been through a shit ton of shit. Nothing but
Yes.
better words. I suppose, if you can't trust me, you can't. But perhaps it'll comfort you. If you do join my side, you won't have to worry about small things like that. Anything you're wanted for, he looks over to you, Kira, when he says that, will be pardoned. You'll have the most money you need. You make requests, they'll be granted. You need an airship, we'll get it for you.
It does sound great. Just so you know, we at least trust you enough to tell you all these. Everything we've said is not. It's quite easy to think I'm going to tell you this, and then you could just kill us and call us traitors, and they've done with it, right?
Well, if I was a traditionalist, maybe that'd be what I did. But
Yeah.
leaving you alive doesn't hurt me. Though the fact that you trusted me in the first place is why I trusted you with this offer.
Would we have a way of contacting you if we made our decision?
I believe you met the advisor of the Senate, also my personal secretary,
Yeah,
Dantalia.
she was nice. A little bit.
She's rough around the edges, very serious. If you go to the Senate's administration building and tell them you have a meeting with her, that'd be how we get in contact again. Even though she's the advisor to the entire Senate, all 500 members, she is loyal to the reformists. And she'll be the way to
Alright, well-
contact.
We'll only be in Silford for a day or two. So if by the end of the week you don't hear anything, consider it a no, fuck off.
I understand. I hope neither of us regret that if that happens.
I don't know. I've got to talk with the team, and we've got to find out. At the end of the day, I got to talk to Mr. Smiles.
Mr. Smiles? Who's that?
Captain Smiles.
That is?
He's one of the Hermes Knights.
Hmm.
He's like in charge of the whole thing.
Oh,
At least one of the people in charge.
must be in charge of the hidden chain. Yes,
Yeah.
I see. Oh. Still munching on Dragon Tongue.
Were you involved in? I guess you don't take part in any of the hidden chain decisions, or sending us to Mount Motrad or anything like that.
If I need... No, I don't know about that, but if I need information, I can. Ultimately, the problem here is I'm part of the snake. Not that I want to be. But I've chosen to be the head of the snake because it's better than being anywhere else to be part of the snake. So that means all I deal with is voting, hearing news of the Senate, and then having to reveal that news to the people.
Yeah,
I am not
know,
involved with smaller organizations.
I was very concerned when I, saw your call to arms. So I was like, oh wait, that's not how. Oh no, everything looked really bad at that point, especially when it was coming from your mouth.
Well, I'm the one who has to say it. I guess you'd understand when I say if you have to be part of a snake, you might as well be the head. Just that maybe then you'll have a
Yeah.
little control.
All right. Well, in the meantime, then, if you could get this done under the table, if you could find out who sent the order to send us to Mount Motrad, That
I
might
could
help
try.
us find out some of the mysteries going on with this situation.
Hmm. I can definitely try.
Thank you. If nothing happens, don't worry about it. But even for yourself, that
He
might be a lead for you.
he smiles to you. Well, whenever you go meet Don Talia, you'll have your answers on that. If there are answers to be had.
I guess we're gonna have to say hi to her.
Well, you realize what he's saying when he says that is, if you go there and make your choice to join them,
Yeah.
you'll definitely get your answer.
Damn it.
If there is an answer to have, of course. But
Yeah.
basically, it's made it a priority.
Thank you.
Another incentive. Of course. Now, I'm going to go check on the men and walk off some of this dragon tail. And give you some freedom to... Seems you're all kind of on edge with a few of us in here. To some extent.
I'll say.
You know how it is. It's gotta be better safe than sorry. Why did he say? Why did he? Oh, did he meow at me?
There's a door creaking open.
Oh, okay.
Or was he still... or was he making
Did
door
the
noises?
just meow at you?
Hawkins, I still can't believe that's the voice of the Senate.
Yeah.
Is just in here.
Yeah, that was. What are the odds?
Is here. Like, he's.
I guess this is like, you know, the Fed shift. The Fed. If anyone's going to take this shift, it's going to be the politicians, right? But holy shit.
What are the chances?
Yeah. What are the chances?
He seems like he has you in his palms, Hawkins.
I don't know. To be honest, I think there's only one person whose palms I'm in. And it's not Kronos or him. Winky face.
Well, whatever you decide to do, just let me know.
I think it's situation shit. I'm sorry if I, just started talking and just said things before I didn't say. But we're in a fight of it for information.
That we are.
I do like Kronos. But I don't trust him. I do like Afonso. But I don't trust him. I trust Bulk. That's it. And you lot, you're my boys. Girls. Tree.
Guess I'll take that as a compliment.
And, Bulk don't completely trust Kronos either.
I suppose it'd also be convenient to not get in trouble for the infirmary incident.
That would be convenient. Here's how I'm looking at it. We don't like the Kadoih government. We don't like Kronos. He enslaved us. We don't really like him. We don't, who knows? Who knows? If they fight each other, that's two less things, two weakened things that might not want us dead. We might be able to slip through the cracks, Or maybe they ally with each other, and maybe Afonso is the human savior of all beastkin, of all non-humans. He's some messiah of some sort, so him and Kronos together, the two humans saving all the non-humans. How nice. But at least anyone who's not human is a little bit better off. Even if it wasn't their own people that did it. I don't know. We don't have enough information. We can't decide. Any other thoughts? Ig, you probably heard a lot about that. How you're right.
He's fucking like slumped over, just fucking sucking the juice out of this.
Oh my
He's not awake.
I won't deny that what he offered us, it just seems too good to be true, and it's also, wouldn't he become awfully popular if his plans were to go through? Sure, life for us non-humans would be great, but imagine the overwhelming support he'd get from both sides.
Well, he's awful popular right now.
Yeah, but imagine how much more popular he could become if he has everyone on his side.
You're not wrong. But at the very least, he claims not to have anything to do with the choice of starting that war with the Avon Order, which is just a stupid strategic decision. Completely dumb. Like that's just that's self-sabotage right there. So I don't know. I just know we don't have the resources. We could either become Kodos's pawns, we can become Kadoih's pawns, or we can let them think we're both their pawns.
Well, to be fair, you'd be maybe Alfonso's. You're not actually related to Kadoih.
Yeah,
It's to be on
Alfonso's pawns.
against Kadoih.
Yeah.
At the very least, if you joined Alfonso, you would get to burn down the current Kadoih.
True.
That is pretty appealing.
Who knows? This might even be like, oh, you know what? I am completely with Kratos. Let's just double spy. Oh, the government still trusts us. He now has people in the government. Who knows? There's a lot of places we can jump off here. We've got the bridges. We just gotta choose which one to walk. And there's only really one we can. Oh, let's talk more later on when we got Ig and Wes and Leah not doing their own thing.
Yeah, they seem rather out of it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they're busy.
Because I got some. I've been talking with Bulk, and we got some thing to talk about.
You hear someone outside yell, 3 hours till Silverin! As you just hear people screaming.
Holy shit, they're fast.
As you've cut the time down greatly.
Whoa. Hell yeah. I'm gonna go watch how they're navigating the ship, because I'm really curious. You got any questions? Just if you want to talk about.
I think I just want to be left
You-
to my thoughts.
Yeah. Alright, well, if you need anything, just, you're never a bother.
Thanks.
Unless you're setting me on fire. Hurry.
When you go out here, you see someone steering, and you see some people are like panically running around and moving weight left and right to balance this thing out. But you realize not many people, unlike on a normal ship that has cells, most of the action's not up top.
Oh.
But you hear someone like running back and forth on the bottom, yelling into the hole, saying, "Thrusters at 10," and like yelling different things. Lower the power! Lower the power! Sir, it's overheating! We'll glide for a little bit. Calm it down. As you see, someone's just temporarily taken over command, whoever's probably the highest ranking officer, as they're yelling, and you can tell that they probably haven't actually functioned. Everything probably really relies on the gym underneath. But he just sends people out, like patching up holes in the actual wings and things like that. And then people running around doing patchwork and trying to just in general fix the ship that's been greatly damaged.
Oh, I guess Hawkins will go below deck and, like, watch over the head navigator and, like, oh, well, see, that's how that's working. Oh, the wings don't actually flap, they just kind of, for gliding and aerodynamics. That's cool.
And you realize most of it is just, these people definitely aren't, like, talented. These are less of, like, sailors and more of, like, technicians almost.
Like engineers, yeah.
Yeah, as they deal. It reminds you of how Spark gave you guys the collar, how they have to use like these little consoles, and they have to disconnect and connect different wires to the crystal. And how whenever they do things, it glows different colors, and you go faster or slower based on it. And then you like sometimes see cracks starting to form, and they'll have to stop and repair it. Just a bunch of stuff. How about the other two of you? I mean, Idrimore's passed out from drinking, I guess. Kira, you're just thinking? Either you
I think Kira right now is just recollecting on literally the events that just unfolded.
Perfect.
Reconnecting with her brother, who still, I mean, of course, with good reason, is still after her.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alright, perfect. Well, I'll say, guess we just skipped then in about 4 hours. You're gonna land in Silfrin. You all, unfortunately, because they had to speed up, will not be getting a long rest, but you can all take a short rest.
Yippee.
And I'm going to get some more water, and then we'll go to Silfrin. So we'll take like a 5-minute break or so.
Okay.
Is New Day question mark?
Nope, it's
Cool.
not on the day.
How many exhaustions do you lose from a short rest?
None, I think.
Really?
I think you just take a long rest.
Is that for real, for real? Exhaustion. Oh shit, being raised from the dead reduces your exhaustion. Let's go.
God, I still can't believe I have 74 HP in level 6. We got like so much HP.
Yeah, that's so fucked up that Leroy was like complaining that he was getting hit for all his HP and he still had more HP than me. Than my max. On the fucking
Honestly,
screen.
wait, speaking of what the conversation we just had with Alfonso, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be against joining up with them.
I'll do whatever.
Cool.
Well,
Because like I'm kind of just playing the field. Because Huggins are gonna explain that, like, maybe there's a third option, or maybe just causing disarray can help let our own goals happen.
Yeah, what would the benefit of saying no be?
I guess it's mainly just because I don't think I'm even going to hide from Kronos that we've talked to the government. Because all, at least we've really said, is things they already know, that Kronos is in Mount Motrad. So I'm not even like giving them huge information. I'm just saying.
Kronos knows where we all are all the time, so he probably already knows.
Yeah,
Yeah, you tell him.
Yeah, he probably knows that we've done. I've said this, or we've said this. And hopefully, if he is watching, he would have noticed that we didn't say it like, "This is how many people they have. This is where they're fighting. These are their exact goals." It's like, oh, maybe you two are more alike than you think. Maybe so or this and that. All very like circumstantial, not hugely strategic information.
I think we should do it so that we can walk places better. With
Yeah.
some silly badges.
I think that's like the main reason that Hawkins was being apprehensive about like going to the war with them, because he can't just decide to be a general at this war when as soon as Kronos says come, we have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Being Shalene, I'm back. Don't forget you have a
Hey,
communication device.
Freedom.
You guys have like 3 free tolls you made to Twilight Redemption.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, you guys been talking. Is there nothing you guys wish to do before you land in Silfrin?
There was stuff, but we'll wait until everyone's here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. so we can do
I
it at
can't
some
believe
point
our
in Silfrin.
silly D&D companion's missing one of the most influential and important conversations in the campaign so far.
Oh well, what can you do?
Silly.
Quite silly indeed.
All right.
Yeah, we just spend the time learning about flying ships.
Kieran Hawkins. Well, I didn't talk to him. I have a lot of HP, but Kieran, be sure to remember you technically have 3 extra hit dice. So remember that.
I haven't. Well, I guess I wouldn't be using them at the moment yet.
Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to. Just make sure you remember that since you weren't full HP.
So
Did
just
you
get
get
to know.
healing from my good berries?
Yep, I did. I did that last session.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Since we're going to hold off on talking to anyone else, eventually you're all just inside resting, and it's really calm. You don't actually even hear it until someone eventually comes in your guys' room, then gets you after you're just resting, taking the time to recuperate some of your lost strength, and just one of the deckhands come in, and they actually salute. They actually salute you guys, and we've landed in Silfrin. You don't have to get off the ship right away, but we're going to start unloading the wounded and dead bodies. You're free to leave as you wish.
Thank you. Is this just one of the regular deckhands?
Yeah, just someone who has words on the ship.
By the way, I saw you. You were very quick to make the leap, and jump aboard the raided ships.
Well,
Well done.
Father used to be a soldier. Unfortunately, he's currently fighting on the front lines. I didn't choose that path. I suppose I thought of him, and thought of how I should also follow in his footsteps and protect the people I care about, my friends. Unfortunately, many of them still didn't survive, but I'd like to think I helped keeping some of them alive. And that's what led
Your
my
father's a
feet to
brave
jump.
man, and so are you.
Thank you. But we couldn't have done it without all of you either. I appreciate what you've done.
Anyone would have done it,
Maybe.
but we did it pretty well. But we did do pretty good. Yeah, you're right.
As you guys go up and starting off, Alfonso's already gone, but you see one of the Hermes Knights stuck behind and hands a pouch out to you guys.
Hands a pouch out to us.
Yeah. Just whoever takes it, he'll talk to.
I guess I'll take it.
His
What's this?
Permanence requested for the young Ravana, who recognized her to be the daughter of the Ambrios, instead of you having to wander around on your feet and figure out where you're going, here's enough funds to purchase a decent carriage here at the port.
I open it to see how much is inside of it.
You see there's like 50
Mouth-watering.
silver adoptions.
Oh, it's over
He's gonna eat the money. He's gonna eat the money.
Huh. Well, thank you very much. As I kind of get the money, and I don't know if Weston is seeing any of this, but I'll just toss him the sack of coins.
Oh, to Weston?
Yeah, to Weston, since
Okay.
since Alfonso told this Hermes Knights to give us money to pay for Vanna's trip because she's from an influential family, correct?
No, it's not even on for her. It's on your guys' behalf. He gave you the money to buy a carriage. Because if you buy a carriage and you're just like, oh, take me here, they'll take you there. Otherwise, you have no idea where the fuck you're going. So it's
Okay.
It's
So
a huge time
he's
save for
thinking.
all
He's
of you.
thinking about us all.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So basically it's like, here, have this money and have a convenience instead of having to wander around Silverfront and find where you're going. So you have 50 silver dollars to pay to your carriage if you wish.
Okay, we
Otherwise-
can't hand in Varna with Un not here. That would be fucking. He'd be pissed.
Oh, yeah,
It's like,
we can-
we did your mission for you.
No, we can start in our way, but no, I don't even have that prepared. So if it gets to that point, I would definitely
That
call
would
the
be
session.
funny.
So if we can get to like you guys don't end up a trade, yeah, I wouldn't do that.
We could just do something else before that.
I mean, you could start your way over there if you wanted. Just don't figure out where it is, but you at the very least, yeah, we won't roleplay that part.
Right
Is there
then.
anything we really need to do at the moment?
Well, I did say I was gonna go speak with the Hermes Knights and, the hidden chain.
You want me to come with you?
You want to do that first? Goodness.
I don't think that's a nighttime issue. But also, I'd like to think about how much, because honestly, I trust Alfonso more than I trust the hidden chain. Someone in there sent us to mount
It's
the
not just
tread
to
and set
pretty
that
much
trap.
die.
Yes. And he, at least
What's
face
what?
value, he wasn't involved in that.
Okay, if that's face value, but one's
Yeah.
behind the face. He was. And now that we survived, he's conveniently going to use us.
I guess we better look useful.
I guess so.
You know what they do with tools that are broken? They throw them away.
Oh, what do we... Wait, are there others with us, or is it just me and Hawkins right now?
Do you guys? I'm
Mr.
sure if you made
Fondy.
I'm sure if you made distance, there'd be distance, but I'm sure the group's with you.
Do
Your
you think
guys'
everyone's
group,
on board?
Sorry?
Do you think everyone is on board? As I look
I know
towards...
Wes is.
Is Weston even... I mean, after all this... What do we do with Weston? Is he just gonna stay there, or are we gonna go our separate ways?
I don't know. But he seems to have some plans. If that's with us, great. I trust him as much as I trust you. I've known him for a long time. He's a top lad. Oh, hey, Ig.
He's not the... Well, as long as he's not doing anything stupid like raiding a village by himself.
He's he still thinks heroes are real. He's old-fashioned like that. But he's still good. He's not gonna. He's the last person I'd expect to try and attack me or kill me or go betray me. Or us. Ig's great. I mean, I owe him everything after what he did for Jeddah.
You owe me nothing.
I know you. You can say what you want, but I owe you everything. I will not soon forget that. And Leah's a wild card. But she's been here for a while, and she's
proven very useful.
she's proven herself through the gauntlet of fire and flame. think right now there's no one here. I wouldn't put my destiny in their hands, you know? I know we haven't known each other for a long, Ig, but truly, you know, you're one of the lads.
He's nuts.
Fuck, he's cool.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm glad we're all in agreement then.
But of course, if anyone disagrees or has reservations, you talk it out. It's not my choice, not your choice, it's our choice. So, how about get lay of the land? If Hidden Chain is a nighttime thing, and we'll do that in a wee bit. We've got no money really.
I got 70 copper Dawkins.
Yeah, but you got to buy. Let's try and find this carriage place.
We can wait for that. You know what? How about we buy ourselves some meat skewers? I'm quite famished.
Well, you see as you're saying this, you see people out on the dock. There's no meat skewers right here, but you see the carriage places right there. People are rolling up, getting off ships.
Oh, so I see it. Oh, there it is.
Getting.
Oh,
There's not really
I
a
didn't think
port
so conveniently there.
necessarily here, but this is a bit like airship docking area. Like there's a bunch of airships coming from all over here, different sizes, and yeah, you just see carriages. It's almost like New York taxi. Someone goes out, raises their hand, people pull in. And yeah, I mean it's right there. Once you get off the thing, and you know 50 copper, 50 silver Dawkins for you as adventurers may not feel like a lot, but that's a lot of money. It's not like you have to give all that to the person. You could be like, hey, show us around town, and like if you want to get meat skewers, you could probably get them to give you a ride there, as long as you have the money for it.
How about we call? We should have done this on the boat. We could always. How about we call Twilight Redemption and let them know that we're thinking of playing the field.
You know, Hawkins, the things you're doing can really get us in quite the pickle, but I quite like the idea.
I think this isn't something we can pull over. We can't pull them all over their eyes with this.
No, we cannot.
They'll know.
What are you guys doing in the front lines of this war? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. We can't just.
We're just enjoying our
We're just-
vacation.
Yeah, we're just enjoying our vacation. Something wrong?
It's like how information is king.
Why are you guys?
They
doing
have
this?
all the information. They'll know, and they need to know that we know they know, and they need to know that we are knowing, and they're also
Okay,
knowing.
you're gonna give them a call. I really need to take a piss. So, 1
Yeah,
second.
go ahead. Yeah, I like the idea. Like if they got you doing that, it's like, so why are you in the newspaper? As being the
Heroes
leaders?
of Kadoih. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
it's like new heroes of Kadoih, question mark, defeated an army of the Avon Order, outnumbered. Dun dun dun. It's just like you with your weird smile, and like everyone else is behind you, like and their own person. Like Kira's just kind of looking away. It's more like not paying any attention. Jeez.
That does sound hilarious.
Imagine doing the Twilight Gym, just way to speak. And you like bow down in the throne room. Kronos just like pulls out of his jacket this newspaper picture. So what's this? Oh, we can go to the beach. So we.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go get away, buddy.
I guess like before we go on deck, we're like, oh, you know what? Let's quickly head downstairs to the room. We'll do this call, then we'll leave. We're grabbing our stuff or whatever.
Hmm.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
What is this? I see.
I was literally trying to figure out what the hell do we do with not everyone here that isn't going to have a very hard conversation of the hidden chain, and that isn't finishing Un's character call.
If you
with him
guys,
not here.
there's even if you guys went straight to the embryos, it probably wouldn't be like yeah, I definitely wouldn't. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that. You're crazy. We didn't kill you, Un, but we finished your mission. You'll never see Vana again. Here's the VOD to watch. Have fun.
You want to close your app? No. Peebus got a bunch of your voice lines.
Oh, true, I do.
Been
Went to the
recording
other
for
videos.
weeks.
For your foe.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
No.
Uh-huh.
What? What?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's like Leroy's here.
Milady? Meow, meow, meow.
Ah.
Leroy, when did you stop being sick?
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what the heck? Fondy, you gotta redeem in chat.
I didn't see it. I don't have my chat thing open. I can't even read it.
Oh, well, you should look at it.
I can't because I don't have the tab. I don't have my Twitch tab open. I can't get to it.
Oh.
What is it, Peebus? What'd you redeem? I mean, it's you, huh?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Also, your I'll say any line redeem doesn't even have the chat box like input on it.
Yeah, that's why you redeem
So
it
it
and
just
then
says
type
I'll
it.
say any line, but that it's kind of up to you.
Yeah, and then, and then that's when you type it in afterwards. Easy peasy.
Yeah, but you can do it with part of the message.
I'm not a Twitch streamer anymore, Peebus. I gave up on that life.
Streamer.
I just stream the D&D so I can save the VOD and upload it to YouTube. So when I'm a 50-year-old man, I can look back on these times and be like, man, good time.
There it is one day.
Let me see.
Man, I can't believe he opened that chest.
Guys, you all gain a level.
Whoa, okay.
I should plan on putting an item.
Polar master
uh,
feet.
Plan on putting an item in my Sunday game that they made it here. Well, they won't for sure get it, but they have a choice of like an items agent, and it's gonna be like, I don't know what I'm calling, like, the hidden potential pill. And if they choose to take that one, it just gives them a level and maybe like a unique
That's really
feature.
funny.
So like if they choose that
And a
item
feat.
as their reward.
And
Yeah,
three free feats.
Yeah, maybe a feat, maybe like a smaller version of like some of the skills I give you guys. So it's like unlocks a little their hidden potential.
You just
You
get
know,
like
it'd be a cool-
+2 to a score.
A cool pill would be like steroids. You gain a level, but you gain like a permanent debuff or something.
You gain a level, but without the hit points.
Dude, I'm so mad you guys aren't freaking doing drugs yet. I
Should we do
want
drugs?
to start rolling on my addiction charts. You guys get addicted. You're so
No!
fun. I really thought Tom would start doing
Oh,
drugs. Do you get
actually,
the
how long
daggers?
does it take to copy spells into my new
depends
spell
on-
book?
It's usually, I think, 2 hours and 2 hours for every level, I think.
Are you able to copy spells during a short rest?
I don't know. Maybe. But do you have the
It
fine
takes an
ink for it?
hour per level.
Do you have fine ink, Beebus?
Do
I
need
have fine ink you can
ink. I
borrow
have
if you want.
normal ink.
Okay, back.
Yeah, you'd have to have fine ink. That's where the money value comes from.
I have
What about-
fine ink you can borrow.
Slash me borrows fine ink.
What are you trying to record?
I want a spell.
What spell?
Spell. Who
I
you
don't know. I
recording?
just want a spell.
Who you recording it
I'm
from?
crazy like that.
Yeah, but where are you getting the spell from?
The book.
Whose book?
Someone else's
What book?
Can I copy it from someone else's book? Is that a thing?
That's how you
Yeah.
did. Oh, where do you think you're copying it
Yeah.
from?
Well, you guys were saying it like I couldn't.
No, but we're just trying to figure out what you're trying to do.
Oh. Yeah, I just wanted to copy a spell, guys.
Like, what spell do you need?
God.
Bro, hasn't
I'm
bro,
sorry,
bro,
it's an innocent
bro
question.
Bro didn't think this far. I'm not
It's a
gonna.
very innocent question.
I didn't think you would say yes to begin with.
I'd
Bro's
say
up
yes.
here like, can I record? Do I have the money and can I record a spell into my spell book? Yeah. I didn't think this far. I don't even know what I want.
Wait, oh god, bro. Sweats
Uh,
profusely. I
We,
don't know
we,
what to
we
do.
can just save it to like a. You can look at it and we can save it to like a different rest or something. Because if Hawkins don't give you that, you can do it like next time you rest. You don't have spell slots for that.
It takes multiple hours per like a spell level, I think.
Hmm. So we can just do it like next rest. Just think about what you might want. And assuming they're still willing to give you the, you can be fine. And assuming you have enough. Okay. Now that Mr. Five's back, I think you were calling Twilight Redemption. Is that what we're going to do?
Yes.
Sure.
Ring, 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 ring,
Ring, ring, ring, ring.
ring.
Never do that again.
What's my problem? I'm in the toilet.
Oh,
How's there anything now?
how about you ordered finish off, and then we can.
He like lifts his
Comes
lip, and
back.
you see like tries to lift his lip, but his tongue doesn't even like go up because it's hanging out by 6 inches. Oh, sorry. It's flavorful. That's why I like it. It feels very
Wait,
personal.
what are you doing? What are you doing in the bathroom?
Drinking?
Kira's eye just twitches.
It's good to see you.
Hello, it's me, Francis.
Hello, Francis.
He looks around. Is Jack Rice coming for me since I'm your loved one? Is that what you're warning me about?
No.
His Majesty will protect me.
Yeah, if you're close to His Majesty, I'm sure you'll be fine.
You hear a, ah! He's here! Is someone in there?
His voices, I don't recognize them.
No, you might recognize them, but it's just a normal member of Twilight
Is
Redemption.
that fucking asshole who wouldn't tell me where the multitude
that.
was?
I don't think I should give him a name. I just don't remember what it is. It's in my notes.
Tell him
you
to go fuck himself.
You hear Francis say, "I'm fucking myself."
Huh?
Huh?
No.
It's busy. Sorry.
Francis.
Oh, he told me to say that.
Yeah, I guess I'm right. Anyway, listen. We're in Silverin right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's it like
you know,
there?
Enjoying we just landed actually. So,
Oh, yeah? Was it safe?
It's busy though. There's a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah.
Was it like you
No.
were like a bird? Was you like flying?
Yeah, we took a flying ship.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. It was really fast. It only
didn't know
took
it could
like half a
fly.
day. The ships can fly. Some of them. Some of
Oh.
them can run.
Huh?
Yeah, on land.
Sorry.
Anyway, I want to fly an idea by you.
Who's that beside you?
This is Iggy. Igdrable.
Is that Benedict
He's
in
a
a
guy with that-
costume?
No, that's a real tree.
Oh.
What's the name of your people, Ig? Sorry.
We're not by people.
Oh, what's the name of the people of the race people refer to you as?
Melantrix.
Velotrix. You ever heard of Velotrix?
What?
It's a tree person. Oh, this is Kira, of course. You know Kira. Say hi, Kira.
She has like a tree on her head.
It's an antler.
Oh.
There's a horse.
I love that he says that as if he didn't already know that.
Hawkins,
Anyway.
just get on with it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's so cute. We as you know, we were previously employed by the government of Kadoih, and we since we were Silverin, we're
Yeah.
wondering if it might be a strategic choice for us to keep that bridge alive.
The brothers die?
As in, keep them aware of us.
Oh.
So, our people will have a man, 2 people, me and Kira, on the inside of the Kadoih government.
What?
Like a
He's like
spy.
scratching his head. Huh?
Like a spy.
Oh, spy. Like me.
Yes, you're a spy?
No.
This whole time. he's been jackalized. He's been jackalized.
What?
Anyway. That's what we're thinking. Because I think you know, Twilight Redemption it's not got many people in the Kadoih government, and while we may be little peons, we still get
Yeah.
info.
You
He still
see, as
gave
you're
us blossom
talking,
badges.
you see behind him, you see the toilet. As you're talking, he's listening. You see something, kind of like those horror movies where you see something like in the toilet. You like always, as a kid, you're worried a snake's gonna come out of the toilet. You see something looking like almost like a snake is starting to come out of the toilet. It's starting to rise up behind
Behind you!
Francis. What? What do you mean behind me?
Look behind you!
You're not, but you're in front of me.
No, but look behind you.
Where?
We're behind you.
You see, he turns the
Turn
camera around
around.
and shows you to the door. Look, there's just a door behind you.
But you look behind you. Crowd, please. Princess, turn around.
Kira's smiling.
Give me a
Is this the end?
persuasion.
Princess, please.
No.
I have bad
I
persuasion.
can't believe Aaron's not gonna be here to watch Francis fucking die.
Hey, 13 is good.
And you see him turn the camera back around. Are you happy seeing that? Was that
Just
him?
turn around. Look at the toilet. Look at the toilet.
I'm kind of thirsty. As you see, he turns around. You see the scene behind him. You see it just starts to spin, and you see it wrap him up. He's like, "Ah!" And then, in just a flash of a moment, you see Francis get swept down into the toilet and vanish out of sight.
Hawkins, what happened?
I don't know.
The communication device falls on the ground.
Wait, what color was the thing that? grabbed
It
him?
looked like it to be. It looked like it was like a snake without a head, but looked kind of like a tail, and it was made of red and black scales.
Fellas,
Was that?
I think I know what.
Was that who I think it was?
I have no idea. A snake without a head, I don't get it.
It was just a tail. The thing is, it looked like a snake. But when you think about it, just how big it was, that was the tail end. That wasn't the head. So it's really just a tail that came out of the toilet and wrapped him.
Was that Sotus? Like the scale coloration? What if I was watching, would I know like, oh wait, that's Sotus's skin color or like scale colors?
So this is made of red and black scales.
Well, I'm sure he's fine.
What the fuck are we getting? Oh, fuck. What do we do?
What do you mean? What do we do? We're on vacation.
What do we... Yeah, we're on vacation, but that's our boss. One of our
Oh.
bosses.
It's not our problem, is it?
General Mayor. I mean, yeah, but he's cute. We should at least tell Twilight Redemption what just happened. How do we tell? We can't contact
And
him.
how are we gonna do that?
I don't know.
You almost done in there. Hurry up.
Open the door. Help.
Oh no.
You know, open the door.
Help.
Help.
I fell in.
And you start hearing banging on the door.
Open
Just people
it.
banging on the door. You hear someone beating on the door. And you hear the door like crack. And you see like rubble fall on top of the screen blocking it.
Down here. We're in the stone. Contact stone. Call stone.
You see the thing starts moving around and someone picks it up. And they're facing it the wrong way, so you're looking at the ground now. Hello?
Other way round.
Hey! When he turns it around, you see the face of a human man. Never seen him before.
Hello, Francis just got failing the. He's got stolen.
Dolan.
Yes.
Francis?
Yes, some snake came out and took him, and pulled him into the toilet.
I just didn't go look.
Don't look. Go tell someone.
Oh. Okay. Before that, I
And then
think
go
that-
look.
Okay, jeez. As you see, he starts running off to tell someone. And you hear his footsteps. He doesn't really speak to you. Hey! You! What do you want? What is it? Here, take this. He hands it off to someone. Go to the throne room. Hand this to him. As he's been running for about 5 minutes or so. And he passes it off and someone else runs. And then
Leroy
eventually-
Francis is fucking dead.
And then eventually, yeah, they get to the throne room, they knock. And you see the door opens. Squawk, what is it? Here, like this. As you see, he hands Alomi the device. What the heck? Why does everyone keep passing out? Run into me with this thing.
Hello, Francis has been kidnapped.
Oh, Horton, what do you mean Francis has been kidnapped?
Yes.
He was in here,
we
he's
think
here!
we think Sothis stole him from the toilet. At least something that looked like him. His tail looked. Yes, a snake came out of the toilet, grabbed him, and pulled him in. We were just talking to him.
How long ago?
Maybe 2 minutes, 4 minutes.
Understood. As he literally just hangs up. Not like he hangs up and like nothing, but you can see he's going to do something and he hangs up.
Oh my god. I hope he's alright.
Yeah. I hope he's alright.
Listen, Kira. Even if our paths are on the same side, you gotta keep up. We gotta do everything you can. You gotta keep up images. You know, we're working for you. We gotta help him.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I really do hope he's okay. Especially if it's Sotis who's got him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wanted someone from Twilight Redemption as revenge anyway.
But maybe
If
this
it's
time
just
they'll
Francis.
actually keep him dead. Sotis, that is.
I guess they got a reason to look for him. I mean, we've been nothing but truthful about the Sofa situation. So they have all the facts. They know what he wants. They know why. And they know how powerful he is now. Fuck. Like it or not. Old enemies keep popping back up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how the fire guy's doing.
I wonder how all our enemies are doing.
I wonder what Jack Lyons is up to right now.
Wonder how the Kandarium's doing.
I wonder what the moody, sleepy-eyed Rufus is doing.
He's the one that took our Boston badges, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and Willie Rose.
Did you tell? I don't remember his name being ever mentioned, so I don't think we
I
told.
didn't mention his
Yeah,
name.
you didn't
Oh,
mention
I was
his
gonna
name.
mention his name to the Hermes Knights, to Mr. Smiles. If we do end up talking to him.
Right, well.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's awful. Oh fuck.
You guys do now. I mean, you're still in the ship.
We're kind of just standing there
Yeah.
waiting to see if we hit. I mean, we got hung up on, so I guess if anything, we're kind of just like in a pause of like, man.
How long do you guys wait for?
Give out your phone.
Sorry.
You have a communication
think-
device? What?
I guess we should just wait till we hear back from them, right?
Well, let's go find our home.
Let's go get a carriage.
And after that, well, if they don't call us back, we'll call them. We'll see what happens. Do you think he's a spy?
You think Francis?
Yeah.
I
He
wouldn't
is
be
very
surprised.
interested in people's secrets.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm just
Who
gonna
the
assume
fuck
he's
would
not.
he spy for?
I feel like he would be a little too obvious of a spy.
Yeah, but that's exactly what they'd want him to think.
My God, I never thought about it that way.
Alright, we guess we
Yeah,
head to
like
the
spy.
carriage place. Completely. We had a nice little rest on this place, but we leave even more exhausted,
it up.
even more stress lines.
Yeah. As you guys kind of get off this ship, you see a bunch of people are unboarding. From your ship, there's just people running up. There's a lot of people surrounding it because they've called in reinforcements. There's a big commotion with all these dead bodies coming off, both elven and human, and even the wounded. So there's a big commotion going on. You see a bunch of carriages are rolling in, dropping people off and leaving. You guys kind of managed to push your way through that, not wanting to get involved with. You see a bunch of news reporters coming in, different symbols, and all kinds of just shenanigans that there's just a lot to handle. As you kind of push your way through, you get to the curb where people are being dropped off, where you see someone beside you raises their hand and wagon stops, and they jump in it. And yeah, you just see people coming and going. You start waving down the wagon, I guess.
Verna, where's your home address? What's the name of your house? Where about would they know? What would you say?
I call it home.
What does your mum or dad say whenever they enter a carriage that
Oh,
might not be owned or hired by them?
Oh, they say the embryo estate usually.
All right, thank you. Hail!
Yeah, you raise your hand, you say hell, and you see this nice wagon. There's actually a pretty fancy wagon. It's kind of smallish, but it's pretty fancy. You see a human man tips his hat to you. I'll be right there. Give me one moment as you see he hits the reins to start going forward. Then out of nowhere, from across the street, just sit there, you see a carriage being pulled by 2 donkeys, and on the back it has another carriage full of hay. Just get up there, Arno! As you hear that yell, you see them swerve in, cut off this other caravan, and land beside you. You see this. I'll put this token on in front of you so you can see it when I describe it. You see leaning off the side is this wide-eyed dwarf. He has like a pellish. Dwarfs in this world are made of crystals and gems. They're not human. He has like a pellish, almost flesh-like skin. And he has this real spiky white hair and this giant mustache made of crystal. Get in now! Gallaby won't wait forever.
With
Get in, mate.
pleasure.
You damn cunt.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for getting in.
I like
Get
this
in!
guy.
Hurry up, you
Embryo
bugger.
estate.
Up again.
What'd you say, mate?
Embryo estate. Estate.
No, I never
Embryo
heard of it.
estate.
Never heard of it.
Fuck. This is your job, mate.
Do you have
Just
a
kidding.
map?
Let's go. Rano, Roscoe, go. As you see, I'll show you his fucking donkeys. You see the dumbest looking. You remember Stinky? You thought Stinky was weird? You see Rano and Roscoe, the weirdest looking
Why
donkeys.
did it like that?
Why did you raise me up
Why
like
did
that?
you make it look like
Why did
that?
the artist give them a fish island?
you
So
see,
you,
you see he whips Rano, Roscoe. We got customers, go. And you hear the man behind you say, "Hey, those are my fuck off, you cunt." As he throws the middle finger back to him and speeds off. You see some of the hay in the back wagon that goes off onto the other guy's wagon in his carriage. Hey! And he just skirts out of there. And this is not a nice wagon either. This is like a farmer's. Like, it's not fancy at all. You don't know where this motherfucker came from. All right, you made a good choice being on Gallaby's wagon. Best service there is. Who the fuck
you
are
don't
you?
know where we're going.
Yeah, who the fuck are you anyway? Why'd you get in my wagon?
Because we need a lift, mate.
To where, you cunt?
Okay, so do we know the person's name or like their names?
They,
Because they might know the officials' names in another house.
Embryo.
Yeah.
You know the embryo family.
I
They're
know what you're
estate
talking
police.
about.
Oh.
Shut up. Also, Leroy, you should get your
Oh.
microphone too. You're doing the bubbles. You're doing
you're
the
doing the
bubbles.
goofy robot.
Have to me all the time. You say, the Embryo estate. Hey, you were the ones
You-
on that Cloud Duke,
You
right?
are-
I didn't mistake you for some other people, right? I saw you get off there.
Yes.
Good. Just making sure.
What is that?
Is he kidnapping us?
Hopefully.
It doesn't matter. As you see, you see as you're going, like you're going real fast too. You see you curve, you cut around like the wagon. You hear people walking down the street say, "Hey!" as he nearly runs them over. This crazy ass, like pale stone dwarf. As he's like, "Here, take this." Kira, he puts an apple in your hand. Take that.
Just look at the apple, and I just pass it to Vana.
No, you take that. As
Please look at the street when you're driving.
But he's not paying any attention. Vana's like starts fumbling it and tosses it back to you, Kira, like nervous when he yells. All right, now you feed Rano. Go ahead, climb up there. I gotta drive.
Go along, Vana.
And you see someone jumps out of the way of the wagon barreling by.
I'll
You'll
pass
feed him
the
or not?
apple back to you, dog.
What do you do to the apple, Kira?
I mean, I gave it to Vana unless he was like really for sure.
Vana
Pass it
fumbled
back.
it. Vana fumbled it back to you, nervous, and he started yelling, not having any interest.
Well,
After
then I guess I'll just look at the apple. And he's telling me to feed the donkeys.
He says, "Feed Rano." He yells, "Feed Rano! I'm driving. He's hungry. He's having to carry your fat asses the way you're going. Hurry up!"
Well, not my concern. As I'll just toss the apple out the window.
What the fuck?
He tests out the side. It's not in the window, really. Do you test it in the front of them or out the side? Just out the side of the road.
You know what? Yeah, I'll just toss it out to the side.
You see, it goes to the side. You see someone who just jumped out of the way, hasn't landed on them. They look up. Apple, what the? As you go barreling by. This kind of reminds you of being on the wishbone with how fast you're going. You're not going that fast, but it feels like you're going fast as you start weaving in and out of these, in and out of places. So why are you going to this place here, huh? Where was it? You need to see Ambrose?
The Ambrio estate. Business with their
Ambrose,
family.
yeah. Why are you going there?
Business with their family.
Businessman. I like when I hear. I like that about you. I like a businessman. Now what you do? Pick your nose all day? Or you sell ships? What you do?
Something like that.
Which one, dumbass?
Yeah. What did you do?
He turns and looks at the tree. He got root for brains, doesn't he?
What?
Roots for brains.
No, I got brains for brains, mate.
You say, Leah, you suddenly have him hand the reins into your hands. Take this. You, me, we're wrestling. As he jumps on you, Jamor.
Wait.
Doesn't he instantly take damage from that?
What? Does he do what?
From my thorns?
I mean, he's not like fighting. I mean, yeah, he's doing prints and stuff, but the thing is, as your thorns like hit the stone on him, this crumble. It doesn't really pierce his. He's made of stone.
Oh.
It doesn't really pierce anything. Yeah.
I want to just like try to grab him by the face.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Roll an athletics check. Did you please squeegee? You see he's like grabbed by the face, but he like pushes into your roots and you start forming around him. And he's like right in your face. You're going down, buddy. I'm gonna get you. Come here. Are you ticklish? You're ticklish. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Beat his ass.
Does he have an ass?
I don't know where we're
I'm
going.
talking to Ig.
He's just arrested and start bumping into you, Leah, and like making it hard to steer. And you hear from the front
Guys,
here.
I want to throw him off the carriage.
You see Leah, you notice Roscoe is going pretty fast, but Ronno's slowing down real quickly. He's starting to pull back the carriage. Oh, where's the fruit on you? Where's your fruits at?
Do we have
Over there,
fruits?
Him. Points at Hawkins.
I'm not talking about those fruits, boy. You a girl or a boy, do you? As he starts reaching for
Hey.
I'm neither.
you one of those people. Weird.
What?
He
That's
stands
fucking
up and
hilarious.
steps away. Fuck you cunt. Give me the reins back. Fun's over.
I'd
Look at
toss it back.
Ronno, why are you going so damn slow? You hear him look back. That's not what a donkey sounds like, Rano. Stop being dramatic. He looks over to you, Kira. Do you feed him the apple or not?
I already gave it to them.
Rano, did she give you the apple? Rano says you're a lying bitch.
Well, I think the same.
You see his eyes so soft? You think that same thing about yourself? Oh, I'm sorry, Missy. I didn't know you had such self-esteem issues.
I'm gonna try to interrupt this guy. Does he? What was his name?
Gallaby said, welcome to Gallaby's wagon.
Gallaby, do you have a map?
Yeah, I sure do.
Give it to me.
It's all in my head.
I so want to fucking push this guy off the wagon, you guys.
We're almost there anyway. All we gotta do is take a single
where's
ramp.
the wait?
Ramp.
As you see him turn down the street. Yeah, down there. And you see about 500 yards away a ramp. It's only like 2 feet tall ramp over a small fence. It's like not. This does not seem like a good idea, but it's not like a big ramp at all.
Every time there's a little bump, all of the badgers like grabbing the air, and Hogan's like grabbing them out of the air as they're falling around, like juggling them. Wait, we gotta handle the ramp.
Everybody, hold on
That
tight
ramp
now.
in a fucking carriage would be brutal.
We're not just one carriage, we're two. Don't forget the carriage behind us. As he points back to like this giant carriage of hay he's carrying behind him.
Why you got so much hay?
Rano and Roscoe get hungry. They don't work unless I feed them. And someone didn't feed them. As you see coming up quickly is this ramp. Everybody ready? Close your eyes. As you see, he closes his eyes. If you close your eyes, nothing bad will happen. That's what I learned from my damn father.
Can I moment to think?
Yeah.
And like calculate our trajectories to see if we're gonna be okay.
You do a perception to see how well you understand, like you see everything. Yeah, you realize, as long as Roscoe and Rano keep going like this, you'll probably be okay. It's like over like a 2 or 3 foot tall fence.
Like even if
you-
Rono doesn't get that food.
I don't know. You see Rano keeps looking back, so you think Rano might fuck it up at the end. Just you can't stop looking back.
Times like this. A man's gonna do what a man's gonna do. Hogan's is gonna sprint and try and jump on Rono's back.
Okay.
The donkey needs its feed.
as you push past Gallaby, he opens his eyes. What the blimey hell you doing, you cunt?
The donkey needs
what
its
you-
feed.
What are you on his back? What are you trying to feed him? What are you
I
doing?
have fuck. I have rations. Do you like jerky? I'm gonna feed him some jerky.
Bite your finger.
Ah, scale. That was that one. Oh, that was already not there.
You just feel like slime. Then you suddenly see Roscoe
up.
like you see the wagon turns as Roscoe starts leaning into you.
Oh, equal amount. You hungry? You full? You full? Yeah, that's perfect.
As you see the wagon is starting to veer towards the building, as you feed Roscoe, he goes back to where he was, straightening out barely again. All right, everybody, close your eyes.
Okay. He covers his eyes, still on Roscoe's back.
Keep their eyes open.
Yeah, I do.
Keep your eyes open. Who else? Or does everyone? Who else does what? Do you close your eyes? Keep them open. Idramore and Leah, not Leah. Kira.
I get over.
Okay, you keep your eyes open. What about you?
I keep
Kira?
my I think my eyes are already closed. I'm just trying to get some rest.
Just because you're sighing. You're just
Yeah.
like, your head's already in your hands because you're.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
So
the
it's
two of
edge-
you.
Another pig rider.
Suddenly, the two of you have your eyes open. Right before you hit the jump, you hear, "Surprise salt! Surprise salt!" As blindly, Gallaby starts throwing salt in the air and it starts flying back in your face.
What the fuck?
Please make a con save versus being
How would
blinded
you
by
do
salt.
that?
The con save?
Yeah, man. He's trying to blind you as well. Oh, that's very good. What about you, Leah?
I'm doing.
You
Cool
choose to
stuff.
you also choose to close your eyes. Oh, that's pretty
Damn.
good. Both of you start having this. You're also, it's like you're blinded by a fog of white, and your eyes start stinging. But maybe you're stubborn, maybe you're not. Maybe it doesn't affect you too bad. You keep your eyes open, as all of you with your eyes closed, you suddenly feel you go in the air, and it just feels like you're in the air for like so long. As then out of nowhere, you hit the ground again, and for a moment you felt your stomach go up, and you felt like almost like you were flying for a brief second. It also reminded you of being on the ship and how high you were, because you're just imagining it. But the two of you, their eyes open, and realized it was like no different than hitting a speed bump. it was like the lamest shit ever for you guys who could see.
That was
But-
so cool. How high did we go?
I thought we almost went to the rings. Oh, it's just,
He's talking, sir. You two are amazing.
oh goodness. All right, we're there. As he pulls him to a halt. No, you're just at a dead end. He jumped into a dead end.
Are we here?
No, you're
We're
at a.
not.
You jumped the fence into a dead end street. There's.
What, this isn't where we wanted to go.
Yeah, they said the umbrellas.
No. We
That's
said
it.
the
I'm
Embryo
blowing him up.
Estate.
Can I kill this guy now?
All right, fine. You cunts, we never talked about pay. How much you paying me?
Get us to the Embryo Estate, and we will pay you. What is
I
your
just-
rate?
He puts his finger up. I just gave you once in a lifetime experience.
Yes, and that was probably the greatest carriage ride I've ever had. But that wasn't what I paid for. I paid to get to the Embryo Estate. Cunt.
Rondo, what do you think about him? Roscoe, what about you? Starts licking your hand, Leah.
What goes with me?
Not even paying attention to you. Not paying attention to you at all.
Roscoe's
Please stop.
Roscoe's trying to munch on your hand now.
No, I'm
Roscoe,
gonna
stop.
Blow them up. I'm getting
Roscoe.
running away.
All right, fine. All right, we're. He goes
I'm
to
going
sleep.
to kill someone.
He does.
I'm going to kill him.
He goes to sleep, but then you see Roscoe and Ronos just start walking, like they're going somewhere.
You two know where it is? Is that yes?
You don't know. You don't speak with that. You don't speak to animals.
Looks affirmative to me.
Vana, do you not know the way?
Every time I get in a carriage, they'll just take us there. I don't know.
Are there any other carriages nearby?
No. This one is off by itself and it's going around the building right now. These donkeys seem to be leading you somewhere. Some of it's the right place. But no, there's no other carriages.
Can you talk? Well, while it's traveling, could you just try and do your talk about animals thing on it?
I hope this is not like the cow incident.
It's okay, I don't have any grandiose magic questions about its being and why it, how it became.
All right, just give me a couple minutes to get the ritual going.
Yeah, just while we're traveling, you can do that. Thank you so much.
You see your Galaby snoring, and then the donkeys are slowly taking you somewhere as Kira does this. Until eventually, Kira, your ritual is just about done. Let's do the go whenever.
All right, I think I could talk to them.
Do you know where, that's the familiar where the Embryo Estate is?
Do you know where? Well, what was Vana's last name or the family's name?
Embryo.
Embryo? Embryo. Do you know
the baby.
that you're heading to the Embryo Estate?
Who you asking? Just in general, or you asking one of them?
The,
This?
the donkey.
Oh, which
Hey,
one? There's
I'm
two
asking the
donkeys.
both.
There's
I'm
Roscoe
asking
and
both of
Roscoe.
them. I'm asking both for Anu and Roscoe.
You hear me say, the rest of you hear, another one, and you hear, and you hear Rano, Jerry, you say, damn, this shit honky. They be talking to us like we damn know a damn thing at all. Oh, hush it up, brother. We doing a show. No show. We're going. Damn, Roscoe. You don't even know what you're doing, do you? Sorry, sorry, Rano. I ate too much of that dill weed.
Do you know where we're going at all?
I don't think they don't.
They
You
don't.
can tell they don't realize that you can understand them. So they're responding, but responding to themselves.
Okay, well,
This damn Haunty won't stop asking questions. Gotta give a donkey a smooch for some answers. These humans don't know how donkey life works. Oh, Rondo. Eat some dill
I
weed,
just
it'll calm
say
you
out loud
down.
to everyone, they don't know where they're going.
Fuck.
You hear Rondo get mad. Rondo looks back at you. Everyone else hears. Bitch, get your haunty ass right. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Rondo, they can't hear you. Shut up. You're making a fool of yourself. Look over there, Rondo. There's a nice... See that stallion over there? She's looking at you in disdain now, Rondo. Look at it. As you see the two of them look over to like this really beautiful stallion, like just tied up at a post at like a bar or something. And you hear the stallion, you hear they walk by, Rondo goes, baby, come on over here.
Kira's face just goes deeper into her hands. Hawkins, we surely know how to pick them, don't we?
You just call me Honkins.
Sorry. It's hard to differentiate between the different dialects. Hawkins, they don't know where they're going, and they're trying to flirt with that horse over there.
Well, we better help them. I'm gonna do presentation.
Oh
on
my
Roscoe.
god.
I knew you didn't.
Roscoe, and make him. I'm gonna just clean him up, like give him a nice little hairdo. You know, just maybe even like one of those like a side. I want to give him like a side parting. You know, on his head, on his top of his head.
You,
Two parting, you know.
Jerry, you hear Rondo still like trying to flirt with him, but then you hear the stallion go, I don't really like you, but I kind of like the other one's hairdo. As you hear Roscoe go, told you, Rondo, it's all on the dill weed. You gotta eat some dill weed and they start seeing you differently. Hey, baby.
God, it's so annoying. It's so fucking atrocious.
As you see, even though they're talking, they do actually walk past her. Like they're still going somewhere. See you later. Oh, you honky. Don't worry, you can come find. We'll come back for you. You don't need that old Roscoe. Me, Rondo, the best. Oh, Rondo. When's it my turn to get the girl?
You'll get the girl one day.
You see, Roscoe turns back and looks at you. Rondo.
And I'm just looking at Roscoe.
Rondo. I think the dill weed's kicking in. That girl's talking to me. What you mean? The honky? The one who threw my damn apple out the window? She doesn't know her feet from her head. I'm telling you, Rondo. You heard me. This conversations like this just keep going on, Kira.
You gotta play hard to get. Leave him wanted more. Don't give that horse the satisfaction.
Then eventually you, maybe like 5 more minutes later, they suddenly turn on a street. It's like you feel like you're way off and like you're like way off like from the center of the town. You're like off closer to the mountains. And they turn on a street, like there's no more street, like the street ends, it turns to like this long stretch of road. They see suddenly Galaby. We're there. We're on the road. We're there. Your taunts were there.
Okay.
Celebrate.
Yippee!
That's like it. As Ivana actually leans forward. This actually is my road.
So,
Oh, that was it.
Well, we're not there yet. As she like points way down to like this road that stretches on for like a mile or two, and you see in the very distance, like maybe like a small like rooftop. The estate's way down there, so we still have a little ways.
I see.
Oh, I guess they do know where they're going.
As you
Well,
see
no,
the
you
donkey's
see.
like, just like, talk more shit. All right. As you start going down this road, and Vana, you can tell Vana's getting a little excited. In the distance, you actually see. You get closer and you start seeing the building more. In the distance, you see the gate to kind of like the building, but it's still maybe like it's still far away. Before that, you see as you're going, you see like these two wagons on the side of the road, and each of these wagons have like a big, like 20-foot tall tower inside the wagon. And you see off the side, like there's no buildings around anymore, not really. It's just like this kind of stretch. The buildings are a little bit behind you. And you see like these two flags are down, and you see the flags of the city of Silfrin. And once you get closer, you see some people, some men who are just sitting there just talking, like they're. One of them has a cigar in their mouth. And they're talking, and when they see people coming, they like tap each other's shoulders and they stand up. And you can see them pretty well if we get there. You see these men wearing like this blue and green outfit. They all wear the same outfit. You see like two people up at the top of the towers looking down, like they're like little posts, like guard posts. And Nirvana trying to say, "Huh, I guess since I was gone, the guards here got different uniforms." You hear Dalby go, "Ugh,
Rather
didn't know
stay
there's
down.
gonna be a guard stop here." Ugh. It made sense though. I've heard about their mobile guard units. Damn them. As you see, you guys trying to roll up, and these one of the guards kind of steps forward. He puts his hand up. "Halt! Why are you on your way to the Embryo estate? What business do you have with the embryos to be out here by yourself?" He kind of looks in and looks at all of you. "What kind of business do all of you have with the embryos?"
If only Weston was here.
Oh, I don't recognize. Are you new hires?
Me new hires.
Is it new
You know every guard in
security?
Silfrin.
No, but I know every guard at, in this area.
You come to the embryos estate very often.
Often enough to not recognize you. Can I ask your name, sir?
Yes. Name Sir Robert.
Robert.
Yes. Do you need my last name?
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Well, what's your first name first?
Orchids.
Hawkins? The rest of yous? Gallaby! It's Roscoe and Rana.
Mira.
And all your luggage. What you doing bringing a bunch of hay here to the embryos? The embryos, I'm sure if you come here often, are going through a lot of trauma. They don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, the haze is the carriage he owns it. It's to feed the donkeys. Roscoe is very handsome.
Why don't we just tell them that we have their child?
Because I don't think these are...
Yeah, we're being suspicious of these guards.
Oh,
we're sussing.
What business do you have here? The embryos have told us to stop anyone and ask what the business is before we let them in. As I said,
Can
they've
I
been going
insight
through a lot
that?
of trauma, and they do not wish to be bothered. Oh yeah,
Can I
please
see
do this.
insight if they're like actually working for the
Yeah,
Uh,
can I insight them as well?
Yeah, the two of you can.
I see nothing.
It's pretty good.
I see.
Maybe something. Let me see. Let me grab a thing. All right. You, Ogdens are like, well, this made sense. They'd always have guards here to check who comes in and out of their estate before you get to the gate. It just made sense. You, Kira, you're not necessarily buying it. I mean, you don't really know much about here, but perhaps they would rather be finding their daughter faster. I mean, it seems strange that they'd be rejecting people coming here to that might potentially have information. But it does seem pretty normal for them to ask what your business is at the very least. But it is definitely a little strange. You can tell me what business you got here or not.
Give us one moment, as I kind of whisper towards Hawkins, and I suppose Weston and everyone. Should we just tell them that we have information about their daughter, even though
Yeah.
she's right there?
Yeah, we have information pertaining to the finding of their daughter. Miss
Are you saying that
Lara.
to them or you?
Yes.
Sure. How good is it?
Very good.
Wait here. Let me go tell my boss. As you see, he steps off and goes into one of the towers, actually. For a few minutes. He steps back out. Boss says we will relate it to them. If you
No,
find
we're
waiting here. I'm not
sorry,
saying
I
we're
can't
going. I'm not saying we're gonna relate your
No,
information. We're gonna relate that you have information for them to come out here.
Oh,
Or them
okay.
to let
I
you
thought
in.
yeah. Sure. Sounds good. We'll wait.
Might be a while.
That's fine. We got patience.
Right.
Would you mind if we, talking to the carriage rider, we could pay you to stay here if that's okay?
You better be paying me.
Oh, of course. We got 50 silver. We'll give you once everything's in order and you can leave.
You see him look down. He see like kind of beats his legs. Damn! I knew it was a good idea to snipe the people from the Cloud Duke. Yeah. Let's go, Roscoe. Let's go, Rono.
Just don't finish the job halfway. Yeah.
I do nothing halfway.
Perfect. That's my boy.
Perfect. I'm gonna use the restroom though, so we'll take a 2-second stop. We'll wrap up this session.
I want to kill this dwarf, you guys.
I love him.
How much XP do you think he'll give us?
Not enough to level up. He'll give you
Yeah, it's no progress.
0.099 levels.
It's 99 levels. It's a lot of levels.
I think his donkeys would give more experience.
Shut up, Ponky.
What the fuck?
You can't say that. That's an American word.
Yo, that guy was saying cunt, so.
Actually, it's a hoof word. It's a goose.
Hello, I returned.
Hello.
So where? I don't know who's gone right now, but you said you told Vonna to duck down, but where you have her duck at? Because this is an open-end carriage. You do have the
If,
thing of hay behind you, but
Yeah, that's what I was planning, but then they came really fast. I was gonna instruct Vanna to hide under the hay.
sure. So she's under the hay, which is pretty close to you guys, definitely within earshot and everything. And you see, it's about, man, it's like half hour until they come back. And only the person who went came back. They don't come back with like the family, obviously. And as they come back, he goes back inside. The person who approached you the first time goes back inside, the tower, like this 20-foot tall tower on a wagon. Comes back down like 5 minutes later, so that's been an hour, like 35 minutes, and comes back over to your carriage. Sorry to say, there's some bad news.
What's that?
Unfortunately, they can't meet with you. At least, well, one of them could, but they're in mourning. The other one cannot.
Oh, this is very. Send the other one then.
They, she's in mourning.
It's very sad. We have information pertaining to her not being in mourning anymore.
She's not mourning her daughter right now.
Why is she mourning?
Last night, there was an attack. Unfortunately, this morning, Mr. Embryo has been announced dead, and the mother has nearly been killed too. And he says this very loudly. And when he says it, he smiles.
What the fuck?
You don't look so sad to hear that news, or to hear of his
And
passing.
as you're saying that, Kira, he whispers to you, "That's not why I'm not sad." And he counts down from his fingers. "It's unfortunate that they have died, but Mr. and Miss Embryo are no longer alive." He counts down from like 1, 2, 3, and then you hear in the back, "They're dead!" As a
Oh
little
my
girl,
god.
hearing that her parents have died, pops her head out of the wagon.
In this moment, seeing that how he's like not mourning, can I prepare an action?
Do a prayer action, yeah.
Okay. Also, is this guard like how close is he?
He's in like 10 feet.
Okay. Cool.
And at this point, you kind of look at him and realize that something's weird. You kind of see he he suddenly pulls out from his under his shirt an emblem. The emblem is of a flower with a couple leaves. As an emblem of the Rose Gold Company, company of bounty hunters. As you didn't do something, but he instantly like raises his hand in like surrenderment, like he's not trying to fight you.
Yeah, I just have a.
Okay, I didn't know.
Why
what
is the Rose Gold Company here?
You see as he kind of smiles. Perhaps that's for my boss. As he snaps, and you see coming out from one of the towers, is a man. He wears like a monocle. He has this like crazy crossbow in his hand. And he comes out and he bends down, and you see as he bends down like 4 feet, because coming out from you see like this 4 foot tall top hat coming out of this wagon. You see a man walks over. He stops about 20 feet away from you guys. Hi! Another day.
Hello.
So here's the plan. Name's Gene Joe Coyote. Bounty hunter. We don't want to fight. I'm sure you don't want either. You also don't look very good. What's you bunch? You bunch of bounty hunters?
No.
That
just
depends
doing
on-
a good deed.
Well, I suppose I should tell you how this line of work works. We all have honor and respect, but the best always win. I'm sure you're starting to catch on what's happening here. You know, you might be good doers, but we are too. We don't want to fight. We don't want to hurt the girl. We actually want to return the girl to her family too. Problem is, I'm sure you also want to return her for that reward, huh? We don't have to fight. I don't think you want to fight. Seeing the position you're in, he points at the 2 wagons with the towers on there. So hand over the girl, and we'll be kind enough. We don't ask for money. We'll even split the profit with you. And we'll turn her in.
Man,
ain't saying
where's
much.
Weston?
Yeah, Slash
I-
Me looks at Weston.
I don't want to do these decisions without
Yeah,
Owen.
I don't think we should do this.
Yeah, we can
can
stop here. Yeah, we can stop.
I really don't want to make any of these decisions. Can I insight or see if I recognize this Jingo Coyote?
Yeah, do
This is a bounty hunter.
yeah, do an insight.
Can I do a perception to see how many people? If there's like people in the towers.
Yeah, you can do perception.
do it.
Audens, you've not necessarily heard the name Jingo Coyote, but there's a bunch of bounty hunters, bunch of people. Jingo Coyote sounds like a bounty hunter name to you. I mean, you don't disbelieve anything he's saying right now. This seems literally the case. They're bounty hunters. They had the smart idea of, hey, someone's gonna bring her back, so we're gonna wait here and get her when she comes back and take the reward. But he seems truthful, not wanting to fight. He seems truthful and hand her over, and he'll give you some part of it. Kira, with your perception, first thing you notice Jingo out here. You notice 2 bounty hunters sitting on the back of these wagons, and you realize both wagons have 2 horses on them. And then you see one person on top of one of the towers, and you hear like 2 other people inside. You realize there might be 6, maybe 7 people in this little troop. But they have
That's including Jingo, or
that's
and the two
included.
that-
There's like 6 or
Okay.
7, maybe one more, but no more than 8. You don't think? But the problem is they have a very good defensive position with these mobile towers. He kind of smiles at you. Well, I'll be waiting for what you say. And we did an intercession there.
Would I know how much, like how valuable are deer or not deer? Sorry, are elf antlers?
They're the most valuable thing in the world to an elf.
But to a regular person,
probably not much for the person. You probably need to know who to sell them to, because you
Gotcha.
probably have to sell to probably using magical things, something like that. So you probably have to have some kind of specialist. Like a random person probably wouldn't have any value. Probably more freaked out actually. So
these are bounty hunters, so maybe they know what to do with them.
maybe,
Okay.
but
Okay.
also I think this is versus a favor from one of the most powerful families in Silfrin. So who knows?
hmm
It's a
Yeah.
good bargain. But yeah, we'll intercession there. We'll wait till Un's back, ideally next week, and see if Un hands him over willing for that, or maybe it breaks off into some kind of chase. Who knows?
Yeah, this is definitely. I feel like Un needs to be here to make the
Yeah,
decisions.
that's unfortunate.
Yippo, yippo.
I mean, I kind of imagine that he's not gonna go with it.
Yeah, I feel like he's already here, and I feel like he's not. Even if these guys seem truthful, he's probably not going to decide to trust them.
Yeah, I guess we're getting ready to fight.
Yeah.
I'm glad I rested. I was thinking about not resting at all and just like, yeah, I'm sure we won't fight, but I'm glad I took a short rest.
Leroy, you can use. I don't know if you only used all the hit dice you wanted to use, but you did have more hit dice. I didn't know if you even used them.
I
yet.
didn't use all of them.
I knew you showed up later, so I didn't know how many you used, if any.
I should use more.
I think you should heal the full.
Well, we got a lot of information to this session, so
Yeah, pretty. It's kind of a shame that we were missing 2 of our players for some of the most important conversations of the game so
Yes.
far. But there's a VOD that I'll send to them, so it's not too bad if they want to listen.
man. I think if anything, maybe we should have accepted his offer sooner.
Who's offer?
What is it, Alfonso's?
Maybe.
Maybe we wouldn't be in this mess.
You think
Maybe
he's
he
better
would have
if he had a
suggested
Boston badge?
a carriage that had some esteem.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have had that amazing.
Oh, I should have killed him. Oh, I should
Gallaby.
have fucking destroyed him.
God.
You
I
know,
was loving every second of it.
I kind of
Great.
feel like what is it? They would help us fight in this scenario.
Gallaby, the people here.
Yeah, like excuse me. Yeah, they would help us, like Rano and Roscoe.
You heard him say he doesn't
What
do
else?
anything halfway, so you probably think you guys.
Yes, I feel like they would definitely assist us. So it wouldn't just be
Problem
the
is,
4 of us, but we also have a carriage full of kids, right?
This is the problem. You probably have Galaby and Ross Toronto. The problem is you have an open-ended carriage. You got a bunch of targets. They got 2 towers that are 20 feet high above you on wagons, so they can chase you too. So yeah, it's not...
What is
Staying here and fighting
me
would be bad. They're mostly made of wood. Maybe some reinforcements, but they're mostly like, they're pretty like light.
Support beams are...
Well, at least on the outside they're made of wood.
Listen, 2 fireballs. Easy.
I don't think, does anyone even have the 3rd level slots for a fireball?
I don't have any more 3rd levels.
Fuck.
Otherwise, I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh,
fireball.
win wall.
You also
It
gotta
wasn't
think.
wasted last session.
You also gotta think. Hawkins and Edgemore. Edgemore has 2 points of exhaustion. Hawkins has 1 still too.
That's just a -1 to
Yeah, but
rolls.
half the shit that I
Yeah.
need isn't even
Yeah,
me
it doesn't
rolling.
matter, but it's still not good to have the minuses to rolls.
No, I disagree.
Okay. I think Edgemore has the most
I'm
spells.
gonna
Here.
Freddy
give him
Fazbear jump
permanent-
scare him.
Permanent reduce all his rolls. Says it's not a problem.
But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We'll have to see next week what. I mean, I kind of know what Galaby and Ross Narana are probably gonna do.
Oh, right. I don't know if I know I got Fireball, but did I get Firebolt? Because the UA version of Circle of Wirefire Druids, they had Firebolt, which is a cantrip.
No,
From
remember, Fawn gave it to you, didn't he?
No, that's,
He gave me Fireball, but
Yeah,
not
Fireball.
Firebolt.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking if I can
I don't
also
know.
get Firebolt.
And if you have room for it, but do you even have a room for a cantrip right now?
I mean, I can learn 3 cantrips at the moment, but
When can you switch
I can
them out?
always
Do
take. I
you
can always
them out
switch
during
one
a-
out.
you have to switch them out during a level up, or can you do that during a rest?
I think I was able to switch one out during a level 4.
Hmm.
When I hit level 6, I had the ability to. So I'm just it'd be kind of late to like
Yeah.
switch it out, but I was wondering if I ever got Firebolt.
Yeah, I'd allow you to switch it out whenever you get a chance.
Cool.
I don't think you.
Okay,
you
then
guys probably
I
don't
won't have
a-
Firebolt now, but I'll definitely have Firebolt next time.
Yeah, I think you guys have a level up
So-
coming pretty soon anyway. So it's not gonna be
So
super
you'll
long.
never Magic Stone again?
No, Magic Stone will always be there.
Yeah, I don't think yours.
But I know Guidance, but I always forget to use Guidance.
Yeah, guidance is a hard thing to remember.
It's
Unless you're used to using it.
I never remember to use Guidance. So I'm probably just gonna get rid of Shape Water.
Yeah, no, good session, guys. Even though it was a little bit short.
Yeah, it was
Pretty
fun. Yeah,
pretty short.
it's a shame we had some missing, but hey, it
That
happens.
happens.
Maybe next week. Hopefully next week we'll have the whole group before we have a week
You
off.
know, in such a short session, or excuse me, it wasn't a short
It's very
session, but
dense.
yeah, it was very dense. So it felt
was a
like
dense
we got a
session.
lot done.
Yeah,
So-
you guys met a lot of
Oh
people.
my god.
A lot of stuff. The Francis thing
Sorry
too.
if I-
was out of nowhere.
If I brought a bunch of those decisions up out of nowhere, I've been thinking about it for a while.
I
There's been
had
some
nothing
buns in the
against
oven.
it. If anything, I just wish we didn't lay out the cards to Alfonso that we met with Kronos, because I felt like that really,
And there's a lot of leverage.
yeah, that kind of gets rid of some leverage that we might have had. But honestly, I
I think it's
not-
mainly like because there's no way we can explain how we got away from the Night Lords without saying
Yeah.
Kronos, right?
I
'Cause
suppose.
Maybe we could have said it without mentioning his name, but then he just wouldn't believe anything we said because we're obviously hiding something.
As Souls was saying, it's hard to beat a politician at their own game, I guess.
Yeah.
Game of words and secrets.
So I think because if you unleash information, once you've made it shown that I'm giving up all this info,
It
you
makes
just-
them very trustworthy.
Yeah, but also you can just once you're in that position, you can say quite a like not a lot. You can say a little info, but it seems like a lot because it's already known that Kronos is in Mount Matrad. That's the thing that all those knights already knew. All the people currently in Maplewood know that because they were already contacting Port Gravis.
Mhm.
So that isn't like a new information. Us being currently being under his, employed by him. That just makes us valuable.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Hmm.
there's a lot of that on both sides of giving and taking. giving information like that. And offering worth.
Yeah. It would be funny if it ends up being Afonso and Kronos work together. That would be hilarious.
Right.
Well, if anything,
Might take you guys to bridge that bond.
I won't lie. It kind of sucks that we lost Francis.
Yeah, but maybe he's just being held hostage,
Yeah.
which would also actually be a worse thing for us because that means we have to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
Never mind. Hopefully he's dead. Hope he's dead. And we never see him again.
Jesus. Poor Leroy joined as Francis being
true.
sucked into the toilet.
Oh, dude, what a weird thing to join on.
Oh
he
my
should
God.
have been in there drinking toilet water. Weirdo.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're
Dude.
wrong.
Oh my god.
Like you, Francis, was the one
that
drinking
was-
toilet water.
That was actually traumatic. I was gagging for like an hour.
Jesus. Goodness.
It's just why you
GG,
don't
thank you, Mr.
willingly
Fun session.
consume
Thank you guys.
poison.
Do you guys have any questions or
Exhausting session.
need names? Anything like that? I didn't actually, a lot of Alfonso stuff, a decent amount of it, like the offer was pretty scripted, but for such an important character, I actually just kind of
Most of
spoke.
Afonso's stuff we already knew. It was mainly just we didn't really get info. We just got offers.
kind of info about the main forces at play, I guess.
We got confirmations, right? Like stuff we were suspecting, but it's now confirmed, or at least it's confirmed that he wants us to think this, if that's any leeway. If it
Yeah,
isn't,
he brought up the issue, didn't it, when you were like thinking about it, where he's like, you might unfortunately have to pick a side, reminding you of how difficult it is to not be loyal to one side or the other in such things. I like how you started saying stuff to Kira about bulk, but we didn't have enough people here, so like I feel like I was kind of lost in translation.
Yeah.
Of, like,
I mean, if anything, it's the fact that someone who's so high up there doesn't trust Kronos is definitely like, wait a minute. Huh. That's not reassuring.
Yeah, I'm assuming that conversation will happen next week. Assuming
Yes.
combat won't take a whole session. That planning this not to be that long, but after whatever happens, assuming this combat doesn't, or maybe that might. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to name
Combat's
drop
gonna kill it.
Mickey. I'm going to say, we would like it if Mickey heard about this, would you? You would be very happy if I told on you. I'm going to tell on you. I'm telling Mickey Chapman that you've been naughty.
When Junior Coyote's like, Mickey Schmicky. I've been wanting to use this
What?
fucking token for Jingo forever. Let me see if I can see his actual picture. He just looks so fucking ridiculous. Let's see if I can find it.
I would love to get. It would be amazing if, like, Mickey's been looking for me, and then eventually we end up being on like the newspapers as like heroes of Kadoih. And he's like, "What happened?"
That'd be fucking funny.
Pardoned of all crimes? And jeez.
Man, is there going to be a scenario where we're going to be going up against the defenders of Kadoih?
That would be funny.
Are we going to have to
Crazy.
like act as
Epic.
both
We
sides?
have to play as them, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think Font would do that. He wouldn't.
I think he would.
That seems like a lot of work, though.
Also, I
does
don't
sound
think
like a
any
lot.
of the defenders were mechanically good.
You're not wrong.
I think we all just
But
went,
they were
"Yeah,
really fucking funny.
that's fun." I think this would be funny.
Font wouldn't make us kill our own characters, right?
I think the only one that was really crazy
right.
was
Oh,
Poon.
no.
What was Mahoy Kadoy? What if
They were
He...
blessing and stuff.
I think he was a fighter.
He's a paladin.
Let's see.
I don't know what's impossible.
Paladin. Oh, he was a paladin. Oh, right, he
figured it
was a
out.
paladin. Oh my god,
He
yeah.
gave
Classic
me
May
action
5 making me
surge or
paladin.
whatever the fuck.
I don't think I made Mahokidoi. I think he was already a paladin.
Who made him then?
I don't know. I don't think I did.
Him in a dream.
I don't remember ever
You
making
fucking
Mahoi
spawned him in your
Kadoi.
mind.
Yeah, I think he literally just came
'Cause
into
I remember,
existence.
you guys didn't have yours ready, so I just made fucking random shit for you. And you guys said no. So I don't know.
I think I used your pre-created one because I never made Mahoi
No, because I
Kadoih.
made you like a fucking hobgoblin alchemist bomb guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you made Mahoi Kadoih. It must have been in a favor or some shit. I don't know.
I
No.
think so. I don't remember him coming into existence.
'Cause I do remember previously making a
spawned
bunch of
him.
characters and just no one used them. I think I tried those characters saved. I think. Also, please everyone
Imagine
give
they
me
have
a
crazy
vote
ass
for this
Kadoih,
week.
builds and you use them as
Kadoih, right
NPC.
Don't know what anyone said. Everyone please vote for MVP though.
Can I vote Roscoe?
MVP
could, yeah.
for it
Oscar.
so
You
that he
guys-
can
The
you guys-
faceless donkey.
You guys have you guys have voted for an NPC before. I mean, I'm saying you could if you wanted to.
MVP Francis.
Yeah.
Please. Please don't kill him.
I'm not doing it on a dead person. If we MVP him, he might be alive, and like we can't have that. We can't have a prisoner. No prisoners.
Can we give a reverse MVP to Sothis?
Make him trip.
Yeah, he gets fucking stuck in the
Actually,
clog.
there's a lot that happened in the session. Jesus, there's a lot of shit that happened. I think about it.
Yeah.
There's
I
a lot.
guess
There's a lot of building up
Coyote.
going again. You got the build up of the Dreamwalker, of Sothis now, of the war in general with all this stuff, with and suppose you have some stuff going on with Twilight Redemption. There's a lot of build up going on. Mako as well. He just stole the thing from Jeddah. A lot of tension starting to build.
You're
We're
gonna
fucked.
name every bounty hunter after a dog adjacent animal.
I don't know. Which other bounty hunter's named after a dog?
Jackal Eyes.
Oh,
Now
but he's not
fucking
bounty
what is this
hunter.
guy? Herbert Coyote.
Oh, it's Jingo Coyote.
Yeah, Jingo Coyote.
Look how
Mickey's
cool he
not a
is.
dog.
Shut up.
There's only 2 bounty hunters. Also, Oon's old character wasn't a dog. Newt.
Yeah.
Was he a bounty hunter?
He was
He
a
was a bounty hunter.
ex-bounty hunter.
Newt, the Rose Gold. I mean, Swills and Newt came up with a Rose Gold company. That's something they made. Well, they made the name at least. And Newt was a bounty hunter working for Ambrose until he got fucked.
Newt's character was from, or excuse me, Newt was from the Elemental Isles, right?
Yeah, he was from the Elemental Isles and Tectonia, more specifically.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where he got turned, and that's where.
Not if
That
I blew it
reminds
up.
me, Leroy, you have something. You have something I need to give you. That Nareen had. I've forgotten for so long. I can't believe it. I'll do it to you later.
Oh
But
shit.
I have her eye and her tongue.
No, I don't mean that. It's something she had hidden away that was on her body. That you would have.
Oh shit.
Let her secret.
Her
thing.
vagina.
Huh.
Sorry. That's really what I was saying.
you,
He's in her
are,
prison pocket.
you are a real woman now. Congratulations.
It has stats. This is your stat sheet? Your coochie stat sheet?
I don't know.
When you roll,
Roll
for
for
intelligence.
tightness.
Jesus.
Roll for circumference.
Vulnerable to bludgeoning?